should have instructed you to start with a Christmas song. We only have a couple, though. So we probably don't want to wear them out.
Yeah, I was thinking about evergreens.
This is the Outlaw Radio Christmas Spectacular. Spectacular it is. Hey, I take back almost everything I said about Mart earlier, my brother Mart. I thought he'd stiff me today. I thought he'd F me today, and he didn't. And I appreciate the fact that my brother Mart is here in this 1876 Virginia City, Nevada style bar. But with very little to say, obviously.
Why?
Mark C.G. Boyer is here.
I certainly am.
Can't keep that man down. And Tattoo Dave.
Hello.
Hello. Happy Hanukkah and Merry Christmas, my friendlies. Lori Downey Jr. at the helm of production duties. Merry Christmas, Lori.
Merry Christmas.
I'm going to throw this question out to everyone except Mark. Because I think Mark, well, I won't tell you why. I won't tell you why.
I'm guessing we're going to know.
Okay. Has anyone seen the movie Avatar?
Yes.
Lori?
No.
Mark?
No. Not interested.
Me either. Okay. I didn't expect Dave to have seen it, but I thought it was sort of a gray area. Could have been.
Dave's a closet geek.
Well,
Oh, sorry, Dave.
How about this? How about this? I've seen it more than once.
oh, no. Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Okay. There's a tattoo removal company just a few minutes from here.
I have to get my avatar tattoo off.
We're gonna get it removed.
Yeah,
Now, the
no,
reason
it wasn't by choice. But
the reason I didn't ask Mark C.G. Boyer, the man with our caterer here, the man with plenty of snacks every week,
because obviously he has.
is I would think that hands down, gun to my head, I would say yes, he has.
Of course.
Okay, his mic's not on, but
It was.
he said of course.
Of course, and it sucked rocks.
I hated it.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know anyone up until this point in my life that has watched that movie. Now I have two people that have watched the movie, and it's this acclaimed movie, and it made so much money, and until today, I didn't know anyone that saw it, because obviously I didn't see the damn thing. I had no interest in this.
You're not missing anything.
So how about number 2, and will Avatar be number 2? Dave, will you be there?
I don't think I'll watch it. I did it. It wasn't by choice. It was with.
I had a feeling it wasn't really a go-to for you. I need to see Avatar.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah. Was it your spousal equivalent?
It was.
Yeah.
At the time.
Yeah, I'm
With children.
I'm nephew sitting tomorrow.
Yeah.
So
Okay, Mark. Don't try to make up excuses. You go to Avatar because you want
I
to.
would not
Because you
consider
want
it.
to. Don't deny the truth, Mark.
I am denying
Okay,
your premise.
that's because you've been a Democrat most of your life, and so you can't help yourself but to reach back into that bucket of Democratic lies and bring them out on the show.
No, the movie was
Okay,
horrible.
turn his mic off. I've had enough.
I have to say something about this.
Lori Downey Jr.?
So I've been watching all the back stuff about this. James Cameron is the only time the star from what is it? The movie, the Titanic.
Yeah.
Right. This actress is working with James Cameron. It's the only time she's chosen to work with a director twice. And
Wait a
she's
minute, are
in
you
this
talking
movie.
about the Avatar girl?
I'm talking about the star of the show.
Of Avatar, not Titanic, right?
Well, she was a star of Titanic, and she's also in
Kate
Avatar.
Winslet? She's
Yes,
not
she
an-
is.
She's not an Avatar.
No, I don't think Winslet is in Avatar.
She is.
What? Really?
Yes, she is.
Well, this piece that I have in front of me
have to fact check that.
says nothing about Kate Winslet, but
Well, she decided to do the water thing again, and she's doing it because she didn't like what happened in the Titanic.
wait,
Because there was too much water.
Oh, it was too much water, and the fact that the ship went down, that pissed her off?
Well, she had a really hard time with that because you couldn't control the water, and she said,
Just think about those folks in the 20s. I mean, they probably weren't happy with that whole thing either.
right.
That sort of sucked.
So she's agreed to do the movie,
Yeah.
and with Sigourney Weaver, who's playing a 14-year-old in this.
Sigourney Weaver.
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 I heard that too.
That's Lori Downey
Whatever.
Jr. from Long Island.
That's what we call her on the island.
Sigourney
Weaver.
Yeah. Avatar director James Cameron is being slammed by PETA over Dolphins joke. See, once you're woke, you can't be woke enough. He was slammed by people for the ethical treatment of animals, PETA, over his joke about dolphins while promoting his latest film, Avatar: The Way of Water. I just can't imagine going to see this, but I obviously don't fit the demo.
Well, I did. I'll tell you, the first one.
Yeah.
I did work at a place in Playa Vista where they did the green screen. They shot the movie right there, and I saw Cameron one day on set.
Yeah.
And they only shot a bunch of stuff there, but it's big. It's Howard Hughes.
Yeah.
The legendary Howard Hughes. It's one of his old.
So it's close to the airport, LAX.
Airplane hangars. It's Playa Vista. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I like James Cameron because he kept my buddy working and damn near bought him a house. Dr. Bombay. Dr. Bombay, come right away. My dear, dear, beloved, dead friend. And I can say that about most of my friends these days. Yeah. The older you get, the deader they become.
You know what's really interesting?
What, dead people?
Well, about James Cameron. So he grew up in Canada, like way inland.
Mm-hmm.
But he was so inspired by Jacques Cousteau that he wanted to go into the water like his whole life.
Oh, okay.
And so he did. He dove into a creek that was 15 feet deep in Canada.
Yeah.
And that became everything that he wanted to do, like the Titanic and now the aforementioned.
A creek that's 15 feet deep, man. That's a deep creek.
That's a deep creek.
I've never heard of a creek 15 feet.
He kept Bernard Fox, a.k.a. Dr. Bombay, working for weeks and weeks there in Tijuana, or somewhere there in Rosarito, wherever the hell it was in Mexico when they were shooting the Titanic, and made him a gazillionaire, my buddy.
It did.
And I think what James was thinking at the time is that my buddy, Bernard Fox, I mentioned he's dead. Yeah. My buddy Bernard Fox, he was in the original Titanic, the original movie. He was the kid up there in the bird's nest or bird hangar, whatever you call that thing.
Bird's nest.
And he's the crow's nest, and he's the one who spotted the iceberg in the original. Right. And I think Cameron had a soft spot in his heart for Bernard, and so kept him on the set, even though they weren't shooting for months. And my buddy made a ton of money. However, James Cameron is going through some hell right now during a press conference in Japan. Cameron and others watch as a dolphin perform stunts with a stuntman in the water while promotional clips from Avatar, the way of the world, because I think that would have been nicer. Sort of an homage to Earth, Wind, and Fire.
You know what's really interesting?
Lori, you keep beginning each query and or statement with that.
I don't want to say anything
because I want some interesting on this show today. Listen, it's Christmas time, and it's
have a holly
jolly Christmas, and it should be Christmassy. So what's interesting, Lori Downey Jr.?
Well, I just watched the whole backstory with James Cameron, and they hired this guy that could hold his breath underwater for 7 minutes.
Holy cow!
Same guy that worked with in Mission Impossible.
Yeah.
What's that fella's name?
Tom Cruise.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so he worked with Kate and everybody on the set of Avatar.
That fella.
So that fella. So they could hold their breath for a long period of time. And Kate Winslet was actually the winner.
She's still saying Kate Winslet was in this thing.
She is.
Kate Winslet was not in the first Avatar. She's in the second.
She's in this one.
So she's in the second one.
Correct.
Which means, okay, she's doing 2 films
with James Cameron.
Right. All right. Okay. Now, I'm still waiting for the interesting part. I'm being facetious, Lori.
Yes.
Because anyone that can hold their breath for 7 minutes,
incredible,
was probably married to Rue McClanahan. Now, why the hell would I throw her under the bus when Joy Behar is still alive? I love these animals, he says. I love their intelligence. I love their sociability, their ability to connect with us and to interact with us and learn from us, the director said of the Dolphins before adding, and I'm sure everybody asked their permission to be in the show. Okay, so that was his joke that Pete is pissed about?
Peter, a bunch of idiots.
Peter responded to Cameron's comments by sharing a video of the event and tweeting, honestly, Jim Cameron, ? No one asked the Dolphins permission to be in the show? Jim Cameron. In the caption of the video, Peter wrote, Avatar, The Way of the Water is about living harmoniously with nature, so why is James Cameron launching it by watching exploited animals at a cruel marine park in Japan? This is the opposite of appreciating nature. Dolphins should never be ridden, forced to perform, and neither should Rue McClanahan, by the way, if she were still alive. Joy Behar, same category, no writing. I don't know.
Who wants to ride that?
This is a non-alcoholic weekend here, Christmas weekend.
Not for long.
Okay.
Not for long.
Yeah, maybe that's what's going on. Dolphins should never be ridden, forced to perform, or have their faces stood on. Okay. Well, I sort of get the face part. I mean, I don't remember that in the shows there in San Diego. I don't remember the face writing.
Well, yeah.
I do remember the face writing on some of these video clips I get, but man, that is a whole day. Isn't that and that's wrong for this time of year? Even for my brother Mark to bring that up.
Well, no, when a trainer or whatever, it does have, because they'll get on the back and they'll walk right up to the snout of the porpoise, and they'll stand on his head and ride it that way. That's what they're talking about.
Yeah, so do you think there's some pain?
The dolphin, I don't.
I think it's a weight distribution thing.
Yeah, you shouldn't ride horses either. Then you shouldn't ride camels.
Oh no! Don't get Peter started, Mark.
I was going to say,
don't get him started.
Honorary member.
Yeah, I was actually starstruck when he reached out to shake my hand as we walked the red carpets. Oh wait, who said this? Dolphins. Okay. Animal rights activist Rick O'Berry also attacked the director over the incident, writing on Instagram that Cameron once was his hero, but that was then, this is now. Heartbroken, O'Berry wrote, James Cameron was my hero. I was actually starstruck when he reached out to shake my hand as we walked the red carpet towards the stage of the iconic Kodak Theater. Okay. They call it iconic. It hasn't been around that long.
No, that thing's like new.
Yeah,
to me.
I mean, same here, man.
Yeah, Magic Johnson is.
I mean, we've been here in L.A. way too long, obviously, because that's new to me.
Yeah,
probably same tattoo, Dave. That's sort of a new thing.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I watched him build it.
Right, same here. It's not iconic.
Yeah.
Magic Johnson's property.
I don't want to get steeped in the crap here, though. That was then. This is now a promotional video for the new Avatar. Stopped him in his tracks. I just caught the end of the video where the performing dolphins did their final trick, and now I'm watching my hero applaud the pathetic dolphin show he just participated in and apparently enjoyed. Why else would one applaud? I have no doubt the dolphins have a connection to the Bloody Cove in Japan. This video broke my heart, O'Berry added. Oh, God, what a sick bastard.
Dolphins love humans, by the way.
I get that impression.
They do.
They save humans.
Yeah.
They save them from drowning.
They're very, very smart.
They seem like pretty cool mammals.
Yeah.
And they save dogs that fall out to sea.
Here goes this again. I mean, it's just like,
I just said, this is descending order of importance. I just said they save humans' lives and then they save dogs. Now I love dogs, but if it's between a dog or a human, I'm going to save a human, even though I love dogs. No, it doesn't.
It kind of depends.
Yeah.
I
by the way,
agree.
they save cats and fall off of boats in the sea.
All right, I agree with Rick. Absolutely heartbreaking to watch the top liked commenter wrote in response to O'Berry's post, also expressing his dismay. He introduces the Dolphin Show, applauds the dolphins as they are ridden like surfboards.
Oh.
The dolphins are literally stood on and abused. He then says to the audience that the dolphins had a choice to be there. It's a joke, you anus freaks.
My point was,
freaking idiot sticks. Do you understand that the woke and the left have absolutely no sense of humor? It's a joke.
And my point is, they're so smart and they love humans. Once they get off their back and they're in the water with them, they'd attack you. They'd let you know they didn't like that. They would probably smack the crap out of you.
They probably would. They probably would.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I've never, I have never ridden a dolphin. Not that I wouldn't. I mean, at this stage of my life, I'll do damn near anything. I've already been in a hot air balloon.
Yeah.
I might as well jump out of a damn plane.
Oh, God.
Onto a dolphin's face.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
That's something new.
That's boy, I'll tell you what, that would get traction on TikTok, huh?
Never have to work again.
I think I'm onto something here. So Kato Kalin on Wednesday night, I got a bad beat from that, and you know how much I love Kato Kalin. I've known him for a gazillion years. He's a dear friend, but man, this guy is a gambling friggin' fool because
The King Queen.
Yeah. When I flop the nuts in Texas Hold'em, and I'm betting as I should because I flopped the nuts. He's calling, and then I bet the maximum at the end, and then he's debating on calling. I should have just shut up. But he obviously knew what I had, the nuts, which was the straight. But he wanted to go for it for another 60 friggin' bucks.
Oh.
For that board to pair. The only way he could win is for the board to pair. And then he asked me, well, do you want to split it? And I'm thinking anyone in their right mind with the nuts is not going to split the damn hand. Dave, right?
You know, can I just say?
Yeah, tattoo.
This exact scenario happened to me the week before. Do you remember? I had the king high flush, the nut flush.
Right.
And he called with Jack 5 and the board paired 5s at the end.
Oh, that's right.
He did the exact same thing to me.
Yeah, and you will, as a poker player, you will get crushed at least 70% of the time with that sort of play.
Right.
But then, it had to happen to me. Had to happen to me.
So the board did pair?
And I'm not pissed. I'm not pissed at Cato. I'm not mad at him. I mean, he's just doing what is okay. What do wild animals do? They attack humans, right? They attack humans.
Nice comparison.
Except for dolphins.
They except dolphins. They rip them apart, and they look at humans as food if they're hungry.
Yeah.
Cato, what does a Cato do? Because he's a betting freak. And he has gambled 24/7. He's going to throw 60 bucks in to lose at least 70% of the time.
I think it might even be higher than
It
that.
could be.
More like 90.
So he paired
Just
the
sucks when it
so
happens.
So he paired, and I lost a big pot.
Well, no holes got. I understand, Mike. You didn't have to tell me how to say it. He paired the board, douche.
Mart.
Anyway.
Mart.
Nice. Christmas, man.
Mart, it's Christmas time, my friend.
Okay, I'm sorry, douchebag.
Yeah, okay.
Anyway.
Yeah.
God.
So at least he didn't punch a hole through a board or something. At least he did nothing.
Why
with
is he
punch.
going to do that when he won
That's what
a
I'm
huge
saying.
pot?
Yeah.
But the good news is, by the end of the night, I was back up, even after that massive loss, and that tells you something. I'm not certain what it is, but it tells you a little something.
Did he leave angry?
No, he won, Lori.
Oh, I thought you
Cato
took it
doesn't
back.
leave angry. He just leaves.
Yeah.
He will not say a word to anybody. He will just get up and walk out, and everybody will be like, where's Cato?
Of course, Cato Kalin is the famous quote from many, many years ago in November, the beginning of November. He did say, F your Thanksgiving
Yes.
to all of us.
Yes.
But he said the word. I just want you to know.
Yeah.
Why is it always Thanksgiving?
I don't know.
He doesn't like Thanksgiving, I guess.
Has he ever...
No, it's just happened to be the night before Thanksgiving.
Has he ever... Yeah, that's
He
right.
got his butt handed to him.
Has he ever thrown that out for Hanukkah?
Not yet.
He thinks about it, though. You know he does.
Watch out, Mark.
After Hanukkah. All right, so Cato then... He was talking about Baroni's Pizza here in the Valley.
The oldest pizza place
it's so
supposedly
good.
in Los Angeles.
Supposedly the first pizza
Ever.
west of the Mississippi.
Yes.
Baroni's.
Yeah.
They're known for that. They have square pizzas, and their pizzas are really good.
They are good.
And, it's a different animal for a pizza, but it's a really good pizza. And I love their clam garlic pizza. And so Cato was talking about, he just came out with it. Next day, he sends all of us, and I don't know how I get on these friggin' things on my phone.
I was surprised you were on that. That's funny.
The group text thing.
I don't find it.
I don't do it.
I don't find it funny because I for some reason, maybe it's because off the air I'm so antisocial. I don't want to be included in the group. I've never wanted to be included in a group.
You know who loves it?
Yeah, Mark CG
Boyer.
Boy. Well, Mark's a lonely guy.
Hey, did his text come through like 5 times to all of you? It kept coming over and over and over.
Yeah. He said so because he was thinking about Baroni's Pizza, and they're known for being on. Well, they're known for being around for a gazillion years, but they were on Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives with Lou Ferrigno. What's his name?
Guy Fieri.
Right, same thing. Yeah, both Italian. and so Lou Fieri featured their
AKA Incredible Hulk.
Yeah, right. And Master Chef, they highlighted the cheese lasagna, the white cheese lasagna on the show. And it is really good. It's a really good lasagna. But like all restaurants, man, their prices have gone through the friggin' roof. But Cato the next day sends us a picture from Parodi's and saying, had to do it. And then Dave Dave said, his text was, Cato, I live right around the corner there. You should have let me know. And I bit my tongue, and I had the phone up, and I was about to comment, and then I didn't, Dave.
I can't wait to hear what you were going to comment.
I was simply going to say, why do you think he didn't let you know?
Yeah, exactly.
That's all.
I walked right into that, right?
Yeah.
Did he reply?
Because
He's just like, I'm leaving soon. So.
Wow.
Yeah. So I'm thinking,
Why include me in the text then? Leave me out.
Well, so I, as you know, I commented, bring me back a damn clam garlic pizza.
Yeah.
And I don't know, he had some excuse because unless
He was leaving.
unless he's getting stuff for free because he's one of those influencers in social media, then he's sort of stingy. Except for the brownies he brought over on Wednesday. Oh, you know what?
Did he make them?
You know what? I bet he didn't pay for those either. I bet he's an influencer for these little brownies.
Mr. Brownie, right?
Yeah, Mr. Brownie.
And Matt, when he brings us gifts, he says, "Oh yeah, look what I got you guys. I got you some bacon.
But
those are all given to him."
Yeah, but at least he's thinking about it.
I know.
I was just going to say, he's
Yeah,
he's
I
generous.
know.
He comes
He's
always with stuff.
He's got a good heart. Cato has a good heart.
He does. He
He
does.
is a good dude.
And so because of that, Mark and I went to Baroni's last night.
Oh, you did?
So, that's right. You know what, David? I didn't even think. You stay.
You guys are all
down,
out of your mind,
Down,
man.
boys. Sit.
You
Sit,
had to go to
Tattoo
Baroni's.
Dave.
Right.
So we went to Baroni's.
Twice, Dave.
I
Skip
had
twice.
I had the half. We had the large pizza. I had half clam garlic because I love that. It's not like the clams out of the can. They're almost whole clams. They're really good.
Makes you wonder where they get them from. L.A. River.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Yeah. Well, how long does salmonella take? Like about 48 hours?
Oh, no, you're
I think it's less, 24.
You're
Oh,
good.
okay.
Yeah, you're good. You know right away.
All right.
You know what the best part about that text was? Cato left somebody out.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he left Mr.
What? Whom?
Prick.
What? Okay, now we got to.
Can we
Now
say that? No,
that's
we
a
can't.
bleep. No,
All
that's a
right.
bleep.
Yeah, you can't say
Don't
that.
say it again.
Yeah, and he said it again.
Wow.
See the work? See the work Tattoo Dave puts me through?
Yeah.
All right. So and then Mark. Mark, of course, and he's not antisocial. He's just socially inept.
Oh yeah.
Who's that? Mark?
So he says, what I would like some pineapple and some ham on my pizza.
go to Domino's.
I said, okay, I'll get my clam garlic on one half, and then you get the ham and the pineapple on the other. And I order the ham and pineapple, and then the waitress says, well, would you rather have Canadian bacon? Mark says, oh yes, Canadian bacon. That's sort of what he meant. And then they come around and said, well, would you like bread? Simple question. Is that not a simple question? Would you like bread?
Yeah.
Yes or no?
Mark then says, garlic bread? At that point, I want to stand up and punch him right in the friggin' face. Just punch him in the face for the stupidity of asking that question. Because if she's asking that, it ain't garlic bread, because at Baroni's, it ain't going to be on the house. You can't figure these things out, Mark?
No.
Man, you're lucky I love you because I'm the only one. Lot to get to, including Bobby Hayes, Captain Stryker from Airplane.
God bless.
1 and 2 on this show, our Christmas Spectacular on Outlaw Radio. Oh, on YouTube. Go ahead, punch in, like us, comment. Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio.
While driving along, top down, hair whipping in the wind, the radio turned up so loud bugs burst and birds scatter. You've got it locked on the greatest show on earth. Tanned, relaxed, and grinning. The legendary Outlaw Radio.
Have a holly jolly Christmas.
Dee-dee-dee-dee.
It's the best time of
The year.
Used to be.
I don't know
If there'll be snow,
But have a
cup
cup of cheer. Here we go.
Have a holly jolly
Oh, that's cheerful. Oh, yeah.
when you
Cheers.
walk down the street.
Cheers, my friends.
Say hello to friends
A little
you
bourbon
know
in the cup.
and everyone you
He said every wife you beat.
A little cigar in
Isn't that
the
the
mouth.
rumor?
Warms your soul right up.
Mark, there are no jokes. They wait for you.
I guess not.
Now I have to explain again that there was a rumor that
Yeah.
Burl Ives beat his wife.
And he just said hit her once for me. I don't know.
I don't know. but he never hit his
No.
wife. No.
There's no
I mean, that
doubt.
I know of. I mean, how do we know? Do we have cameras in there? I saw this damn movie. Speaking of cameras in the house, called Keep Watching. Did you ever see this thing?
Sounds creepy.
It is creepy and because it's impossible for me to sleep all the way through the night. So if I fall asleep, and it's rare, but sometimes 10:30, I'll wake up at 1 o'clock and be up for another 3 or 4 hours. And then I watch that movie, and it's sort of shot like, how do you explain this?
Like Blair Witch Project
Yeah,
stuff?
sort of that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
And that,
footage.
and that, what do you call that footage, Mark?
Found footage.
Found foot. Yeah, no, it wasn't found.
You know some really stupid information.
Well,
I mean, I don't know.
That's what Mark does. But anyway, I bring it up. I don't know why.
Found footage.
But I don't recommend it. Poor Mark. Because it's just bloody and gory, and they don't really, it's sort of out of focus. Yeah,
like the movie Saw, kind of.
whatever.
Oh man, that first Saw.
Non-woke Yellowstone. I was happy to hear this because I've heard nothing but acclaim for this TV show with Kevin Costner.
Great show.
It's supposed to be.
It is awesome.
Yeah, okay.
It truly is awesome.
100%.
And even from
And he is a badass.
and even from folks I respect, I have heard that it's awesome. So
What's that, Dave?
That's funny.
no.
Non-woke.
I thought I'd slip that past, but
Oh, it didn't slip past.
Non-woke
me.
Yellowstone gets first Golden Globes nomination ever for Kevin Costner. Unqualified popular hit for Paramount Network. And it's no secret Hollywood's awards industrial complex has never held this series in high regard because it is, the aforementioned non-woke. But congratulations. It gets a Golden Globe nod, but will it win? I don't know.
I
Maybe
think it's Kevin's best work.
maybe they're trying to prove something. I'm not a big Kevin Costner fan.
Really?
In this, you would be.
I mean, I don't listen. I don't dislike him. Don't get me
Field
wrong.
of Dreams.
Yeah, I don't. I've never even watched the movie. Not interested.
Oh, it was great.
I don't know.
Waterworld.
Oh boy.
I love that movie.
Yeah, you're
To
the
this
one.
day, I love it.
You're the one.
At the time, the most expensive movie ever made.
Yeah, it was. You bet your ash. Ash.
Ash.
Well, I was thinking Ishtar because my brother said that Waterworld is one of his faves.
I love it, man.
And Ishtar, that's got to be number 2.
I don't even know what that is.
Hey, Elon Musk roundly booed by crowd at Dave
That poor
Chappelle's show.
fella. I know.
And new Twitter owner Elon Musk, I will tell you,
Yeah.
God bless you, Elon Musk. I love this guy. You know, he lost, what is it, several $100 billion in the stock market the other day, and he's still the second richest man?
That's crazy.
He lost several $100 billion in the stock market, which makes him the second richest man. That's how many billions this guy has.
Is that fella married?
He's not, I don't believe.
Yeah, but you know that he's had you know who he has a dalliance with? Any female he wants. Do you agree with that tattoo, Dave?
I believe it. Yeah.
Any female he wants.
Amber Heard.
I mean, Amber Heard is one of.
No, it's true.
It's true.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Elon Musk recently appeared on stage with Dave Chappelle at one of Dave's recent shows at the Chase Center in San Francisco, where he was loudly booed by the crowd. The Verge, another one of these outlets, reports that Elon Musk made a surprise appearance on Sunday night at Dave Chappelle's show at the Chase Center. Taking a brief break from the drama surrounding his multiple companies, Chappelle invited Musk to join him during his set, saying, "Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for the richest man in the world," which was met with a mix of applause and loud booing. Musk looked awkward on stage, pacing back and forth, holding a microphone, waving it to the crowd. Let me hear you say, "Ho! Ho!" I just love that when the bands make the audience perform and they stick the mic out there like you can hear it through the mic, hear the crowd through the mic.
Well, a lot of the singers nowadays, the old-timey singers, they do that because they can't sing the chorus.
Yeah,
anymore.
no, I know.
They'll let the audience share it out because they can't. Vince Neil. Anyway, some of these guys.
Yeah. It's either Vince Neil. No, it's not Vince. Who's the other? Bret Michaels. You know, Bret Michaels' birthday is a day before mine.
I didn't know that, but Bret Michaels is a damn good patriot. He's a damn good. He's a good dude, man.
Back to Elon Musk, my friends, who appeared unsure of how to handle the negative response, especially given that most of his public appearances relating to his companies are met with cheers and praise. That's COVID. After the booing began, I get it like 3-4 times a week.
Yep.
Whoa, you said the C word.
After the booing began, Musk asked Chappelle, "You weren't expecting this, were you?" Chappelle quipped in response, "It sounds like some of those people you fired are in the audience." Chappelle later insulted the people booing Musk, saying, "All those people that are booing, I'm just pointing out the obvious. They have terrible seats in the stadium." After his appearance, videos of Musk were quickly shared on Twitter. One video filmed by a user, whoever, not going to give them any significance, gaining significant attention, going viral. The account has since been deleted, prompting accusations, censorship from some Twitter users. A re-upload of the video can be seen. I guess Musk has been relentlessly mocked for this appearance with Dave Chappelle.
He's getting hammered by
hey man, you're either for them or you're against them. And boy, they were big fans of Elon Musk. And if you hate him so much, get rid of the friggin' car.
I actually think he's welcoming it. I think he is stirring up. He is messing with powerful
Hell
people,
yeah!
And go Elon Musk.
Yeah. What does he have to worry about?
He sticks to his guns, man.
Yeah.
He holds his ground.
Yeah. And technically, it was 90% cheers, 10% booze, and that came from Elon Musk in a tweet. He said, technically, Musk then claimed that the booze were because he offended San Francisco's unhinged leftists. Good for you, Elon Musk.
Exactly.
I tell you what, stirring the pot.
Good guy,
Dave
man.
Chappelle brings him up.
Oh, yeah.
That's who's stirring the fire.
Love Dave Chappelle. Love Elon Musk.
Yeah, man.
Hey, Watchdog Group crowns Kanye West Anti-Semite of the Year. Yay, boy. Congratulations.
Kanye.
The watchdog group StopAntisemitism.org has crowned the rapper Kanye West Anti-Semite of the Year due to, of course, all of his Jewish hatred. And it does seem like he is an anti-Semite and has lost his friggin' skull.
Well, he's insane.
The guy seems to be out of... I mean, when you praise old Nazi dictator Adolf Hitler, I don't know.
What about changing your name every 3 months?
Yeah,
I mean, come on.
Just a little nuts. He's nuts. And this actor, Faison, do you know who this is? Faison Love?
Was he an Avatar?
He's a big black dude. And he says California reparations money will be wasted on Cadillacs and Mercedes.
Oh, yeah, I know who he is.
Yeah, he's doing a lot of stuff, man. He says he believes the reparations money, and here we are in the once great state of California. Our governor is planning on giving tons of money to black residents.
Oh, I heard this.
Oh
yeah.
God, don't I have
anybody who has the slavery in their chain, and which
I must have a little bit, because the white man has always kept me down.
Always. Yeah.
Yeah, he says that they'll ultimately all this money will be wasted, saying the cash will be used to buy flashy cars,
drugs and hookers.
In an interview, now you've taken it too far. Now someone will go after you for that comment.
That's okay, please.
Yeah, but
I welcome that.
The name on the billboard is Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio. Right. So the problem is the buck stops here. Know that came from Tattoo Day.
And you meant hookers and blow.
Yeah, but I think hookers.
You said drugs.
Yeah,
in general because I don't know if blow is the big thing.
You're probably right. Hookers and blow. In an interview on YouTube's Vlad TV, Faison Love trashed the very idea of reparations. He said, F that, but he used the word, that's another trick, man. You know why? Because that money's going to go right back to the Cadillac and right back to the mother effing Mercedes-Benz. He said he believes that instead of reparations, black people should be tax exempt.
Oh, boy.
This is a good one, too. Noting that the federal income tax was created to fund the Civil War. Yeah, sort of. Sort of. He's sort of right there.
The Faison dude is saying this?
Yeah. California has formed a committee to explore reparations. Oh, God, these people in this state. Oh, gotta get the hell out. I was talking to Steve Abbott, my Wisconsin friend. He said, Matt, I know you'd be here, except it's really cold.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
He said it's really cold right now. California has formed a committee to explore reparations for black residents. I want you to dig these figures. Oh, man, do I want to be black in California right now. I mean, the fact is I live in California, so why can't I be, how about I identify as a black, as a black woman?
There you go.
A proposal to pay as much as, hold on to your bootstraps, $223,000 in reparations for each individual who qualifies as a descendant of African American slaves.
Wait, each?
$223,000 for each black person who can prove, or I don't even know if they...
Why would you have to prove? Aren't they all descendants? I mean, it's just...
Yeah.
Oh, Dave, stop.
I mean, I'm just saying. Unfortunately, that's the statistic.
This was a
There
law.
goes a state.
This was a law signed in by Gavin Idiot Stick Newsom.
Of course it is.
Bye-bye, California.
Almost 3 years ago.
Crazy.
Well, we could have said that years ago.
Yep.
I mean, Matt, you and I could potentially own a casino because we have a lot of Cherokee Indian blood in us.
Well, the problem with us, my brother Mart, is that we don't we don't put the hammer down and do the due diligence to prove our blood, our ancestry happens to be that of Native American.
Yeah.
Now you can tell that I am a true Native American because I didn't say Indian.
That's right.
Because I care. That's why. Some activists are demanding California pay even more with the I wonder what color these activists are. By the way, I say that sort of flippantly, but they're probably white liberal douchebags.
Oh, yeah.
You can count on that.
The ones that are apologizing, right?
No. The ones that want these folks to be paid $350,000 per individual. Big white dip ass lefty douchebags here in
Because
the
they
state of
want to
California.
apologize for the fact that they're white.
Yeah, of course.
Those people.
Yeah, I'm white, and I guess I apologize. One activist recently warned the state committee on reparations there will be a serious backlash unless the state agrees to pay $800,000 to every eligible recipient.
All right.
$800,000, and we talk about this as though it won't happen.
It will.
With the crap that's coming down.
Oh, yeah,
man.
man.
Yeah.
So you're going to make these guys close to millionaires. It's like unbelievable, man.
Yeah, Faison Love's joke about reparations echoes similar jokes made years ago by the great Dave Chappelle, who once said reparations could result in the merger of Kentucky Fried Chicken and Fubu. Love is known for his outspoken comments and controversial subjects. He also defended Bill Cosby and publicly smeared his accusers a couple years ago. Love sued Universal Studios for cutting him and his fellow black co-star Kaylee Hawk out of international publicity posters. Oh, he's the guy who did that. Those international publicity posters for the 2009 movie Couples Retreat. I remember that where they
I was going to ask you if you'd seen that movie.
No, but they took him out. They took him out of the posters. All right. Well, I like the guy, regardless. I don't have to like the guy, but I do. Hey, a French dance teacher ousted from elite university after giving ultimatum on using men-women terminology. It's a no-no today.
Yeah.
When we return on the big dog of broad chasing, meant to say casting, Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio. That's the way you have to punch it into YouTube to see our smiling faces. And the one face you probably do want to see is that of Lori Downey Jr., the beautiful blonde on our show.
samba está animado, o que eu quero é samba. Este samba que é misto de maracatu, é samba de preto veio, samba de preto. Mas quem nada, um samba como este é tão legal, você não vai querer que chegue no final.
Plantains, by any other name, are still bananas. And now there's a new game in town led by an hombre named Matt. A poker-playing, cigar-smoking, barbecue-eating talker. They call him magic in these parts. And he's made bananas a kind of art form. The kind of talking that makes people sit up and bark at the moon.
Don't live his fate.
Ordinary just got better. Outlaw Radio with Magic Matt Allen.
Okay. Boy, Lori Downey Jr. is dumping a lot of Christmas music into the show today. This one of my favorite Christmas ballads from T-Rex.
Yeah.
Hey, welcome back to the big canine, the big dog of broad chasing, meant to say casting, Outlaw Radio on YouTube. We are there now, my friends. Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio. And you will find us, unless the analytics have gotten even harder to find us, and they've gone out of their way to keep us down. YouTube, keeping Outlaw Radio down. But if you put in Outlaw Radio with Magic Matt, it won't come up. Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio. It has to be precise. My apologies for that. It should be easy, but they don't like us. All this hate speech we're spewing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, hate speech, anything they don't agree with.
Yeah.
When we return, Captain Stryker, you know him?
Yeah.
Yeah, Robert Hayes. Airplane 1 and 2.
That was a B flat.
Yeah, I think it's still in there. But he'll be on the show because it is our Christmas Spectacular. And what would a Christmas Spectacular be without the great Robert Hayes of the Airplane movies and Benji, or whatever the hell that dog movie was he was in. Yeah. And he was in that thing where he was on the edge of the casino in Atlantic City. Whatever that thing was. Stephen King.
Yeah.
Steve, he was in a bunch of movies.
Starfighter.
He's a big movie star.
Like
so we'll get to that when we return. And
Starman.
And and Starman. That was huge, man.
Mark said no.
That was huge. And a French dance teacher ousted from this university because she's using men-women terminology.
Yeah.
All that and less in mere seconds on your fun little soft spot, your warm, moist spot on Outlaw Radio. Hey, Dave Chappelle's attacker was handed a 9-month prison sentence. I'm very happy for that.
Yes.
That the guy's at least going to the big house. 9 months, schmine months. At least the guy's going to pay a little bit. Because he attacked a guy on stage, for God's sake. Yeah. And one of my favorite actors, Stuart Margolin, 82. I think, and that's a guy I think about every 6 months or so because I loved him. Probably you know him best on Rockford Files. You know, he was sort of the con man with a beard.
Yep.
He was great.
He was
great. Yeah.
Hey, Jimmy. He was 82 years old. Angel Martin on Rockford Files. I love this guy. And God rest his soul, Stuart Margolin, or Margolin. And Lori, Ellen DeGenerate, remember that DJ Steven Twitch?
Yes, I did know.
So did you hear what happened there?
Yes, I did. He committed suicide.
Do you think it had something to do with Ellen being a nasty broad?
No.
And by the way, I got to stop using broad in that terminology because I love broads.
Yeah,
and so a broad isn't nasty.
Well, no, they can be.
All right, we'll be this after back on Outlaw Radio.
Mom loves the both of them. You see, it's in the blood. Both kids are good and bound. Blood's thicker than the mud. It's a family affair.
It's a family affair.
It's a family affair.
It's a family affair.
What a bear. But you're still checking each other out. Hey, nobody wants to blow. Nobody wants to be left out. You can't leave cause your heart is there. But you can't stay cause you've been somewhere else. You can't cry cause you look broke down. But you're crying anyway cause you're all broke down. It's a family affair.
It's a family affair.
It's a family affair. Yeah, family affair. One child grows up to be somebody that just loves to learn, and another child grows up to be somebody you just love to burn. Mom loves the both of them. You see, it's in the blood. Both kids are good and bound. Blood's thicker than the mud. It's a family affair.
It's a family affair.
It's a family affair. Still checking each other out. Hey, nobody wants to blow. Nobody wants to be left out. You can't leave cause your heart is there. But you can't stay cause you've been somewhere else. You can't cry cause you look broke down. But you're crying anyway cause you're all broke down. It's a family affair.
It's a family affair.
It's a family affair. Yeah, family affair.
It's a family affair.
You know, we're the last line of defense. And really, the comedians are the last, the voice of truth in this whole thing.
Hi, this is Meatloaf. Okay, kids, you know what time it is? You know what time it is? It's Outlaw Radio time! Outlaw Radio for all of us. Outlaw Radio for all of us. Outlaw Radio for all of us.
Hi, this is Sean Young on Outlaw Radio.
Hey, this is Shelley Berman on Outlaw Radio. Listen, come on, listen to me or listen to Matt. If you like being bored, it's great for you.
It's Robert Hayes. I'm here on Outlaw Radio with Magic Matt, a.k.a. The Weasel. We are here to drink. We're here to smoke. We're here to interrupt. You may drink. You may smoke. You may interrupt, but I'm here to...
Live from the Lighten Up Lounge, this is Tom DeLuise saying, this is Outlaw Radio.
Hi, this is Chuck Woolery at Lighten Up Lounge on Outlaw Radio. It was lots of fun, guys. Be back, 2 and 2.
Hi, this is Gilbert Gottfried, and you're listening to Outlaw Radio, where we smoke, we drink, and occasionally we bother people who look old and weak.
Hi, this is Rick Dees with Magic Matt, a.k.a. Mr. Cigar, in the Lighten Up Lounge. We drink, we smoke, we interrupt. Okay. You found the Christmas Spectacular. Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio on YouTube, on fine radio stations across the country, as we celebrate merry old Christmas time. Happy holidays, my friend, from Outlaw Radio. You know by that sound, it's either a giant shark on the phone or Captain Stryker, a.k.a. Robert Hayes of Airplane 1 and 2 fame. One of my favorite people on the planet. I love this man. He is ailing. He's under the weather. I don't like to hear that because this man is in his 50s now, which means when you get sick, then anything ugly could happen to you. Bobby Hayes, we need you on this planet for many more years.
Hey, might even have this show. It'd be good for ratings.
Okay, he cut out, but I think I could decipher what he said. Maybe if I die on this show, it would be good for the ratings.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
No.
See, I'm a showbiz guy, so I can decipher what he said. Even though he's doing, it's like radio going through the Lincoln Tunnel from New Jersey to Manhattan, and you're listening to the radio, partly cloudy, 72 degrees, Adana, at 100. But, Robert, you're cutting out. I hope you... so you don't sound bad. See, he's doing that on purpose. No, yeah.
Is it any better now?
Yeah, it's a lot better now. Yeah.
I had you on speakerphone.
Yeah, no,
because,
don't.
I'm a busy guy, and I got to have things on speakerphone so I can use my hands for other things.
Wow.
Yeah. What? Now, let me ask you something, Robert Hayes, Captain Stryker from Airplane. What are the other things that you can do on speakerphone that you couldn't do simply by being on the handheld phone talking to us on this illustrious radio show?
I don't so. Gosh, I mean, right off the top of my head, aberrant sexual behavior.
Okay,
I don't know. I don't know.
He sounds good.
No, I don't know. Blowing my nose.
Yeah.
Acting up alien life forms.
So what is it? What is this, Robert? Is it monkeypox? Do you think?
No, this one here. This one I think is beaver fox. This is a different.
You know what? There's nothing wrong with having beaver pox.
No. Boy, I've been. It's been a long time, Bobby, and yeah.
I don't want any pox.
Oh no! You are. That's where you're wrong, Tattoo Dave.
I don't want pox.
Bobby Hayes, on which a beautiful island out there in the Pacific Ocean have you landed this time? Because you've been off the mainland for quite some time. So, what beautiful island is Robert Hayes inhabiting?
Whidbey Island, actually.
Oh, you're on Whidbey.
Yeah.
Got relatives over there.
My first sexual exploit when I was 15 and a half, and it was with an older woman. She was 17. And it was there at the ferry dock area.
Langley.
No, Mart.
Langley is
Mart?
Very
no.
Mukilteo?
Mart.
Nervous?
Mukilteo is over on the mainland.
Yeah,
Is it
Mukilteo is on the other side.
Yeah. Just let me. Hey, Mart.
On the island side, it was Clinton.
That's my brother, Mart. Let me tell my story because
If you had a sexual experience
Yes.
and it was on the island here,
it wasn't.
It probably was Clinton. It would have to be. So, I mean, it would have to be Clinton.
Of course it would. No. It was Mukilteo, and it was there.
That's not on Whidbey Island.
Oh my God! It was Mukilteo.
That's not on Whidbey Island.
I didn't say it was Whidbey Island. I said it was at the.
Hey, Robert, I'm sorry for the confusion.
I said it was at the ferry docks. It was the ferry docks before you get on the ferry to head over to Whidbey Island.
Yeah.
Yeah. And boy, that's a memory that has obviously stuck after all these years because I remember
kind of memory. I mean, actually, those memories can last.
They can.
For days.
Days. Yeah. Hey, Bob, so there you are in Whidbey Island, a place that my brother and I have, I mean, over the years, we've been there hundreds of times, hating life, staying with our aunt and uncle.
They beat the hell out of us. Well, not beat.
No, they didn't beat, but it felt like it because we would go to bed hungry.
Yeah.
So I would then, because we're sleeping on the couch, this is true story, Robert, and thank you for asking. I would then, about 2 o'clock in the morning, sneak into the kitchen and find some day-old bread and bring the bread back for Mart and I to eat.
Yeah, I'd be laying on the couch, and I was like, hey, man, I got some food.
Yeah.
It's like we're in prison or something.
Because when they serve dinner there, and by the way, God bless you, Don. He's still living, Uncle Don. But when they serve, if it were chicken dinner, you get one piece of chicken.
Yeah.
That ain't enough, right, Bobby?
Been invited to people's homes, and they take this whole big ceremony. You know, they cut the turkey or they cut the food or the meatloaf or whatever, and then they make this whole big deal about serving each person, and they give you enough. It wouldn't have been enough to feed Hervé Villachet.
Yeah, right.
Tiny.
Not enough to want.
If you ask for seconds, you feel like you're doing a remake of Oliver.
Yeah, no, it's true. It's true, and they do, and you know, Bobby Hayes, because we're sort of intelligent fellas, and you know that this is done on purpose. There's a method to their madness.
Well, I don't know. These people were just cheap.
That's my point.
No.
So, whatever they serve you, don't trust the dinner. You know you're going to get gypped.
Yeah.
And then because when you have to ask, yes, you come off as a big pig, and it's like, no, I just want more than a thimbleful. More,
please, more, Papa.
Yeah, and it's funny you mentioned cousin Oliver, because Barry Williams will be on the show today as part of our, the great Greg Brady as part of our Christmas spectacular.
Have a holly jolly Christmas.
So but listen to this, Robert Hayes. So he's been living in Hawaii for many years now, and he can't help himself but spend more time on an island.
Yeah, he likes islands.
Yeah, you have this. You're an aficionado of islands, are you not, Robert Hayes?
Well, as a matter of fact, I am.
But you have relatives on Whidbey, and it's that time of year, so I'm assuming that you will be there at least through Christmas.
You would assume wrong.
Oh, no kidding.
I was trying to think of a Johnny Carson one. You would assume wrong, Pimple Face. Or some kind of, you know.
Yeah. Hey, man, I got to ask Robert. Hey, Robert, this is Marty. Happy Merry Christmas, whatever, all that.
Hey, Mark.
How you doing, man?
Well, great. I'm doing my version of the pimply faced kid on The Simpsons.
Yeah. Nice.
Anyway, Robert, you've been going over there for quite some time because we've had this conversation about Whidbey Island, and we've had this conversation about Mukilteo. Taylor's Landing. When Taylor's was there, did you ever have the clam chowder? Remember Taylor's before it was Ivors?
No, I remember when it was Ivors. I've been coming here about 40 years, something like that.
Then you didn't know Taylor's before.
It was I thought it was Ivors at Taylor's Land.
No.
What I thought it was.
Yeah, well, they may have.
But
it may
anyway,
be.
It's no longer. I mean, they still have it. It's there, and Ivors is still there.
Yeah.
With the best, and it's not even necessarily the best clam chowder in the world, but it's just the best because you walk up to it and you get a cup of it.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, or salmon chowder or whatever.
Oh,
kind, and you get it right there in a cup, and you can stand around in the cold and eat it while you're waiting for the ferry, and it just seems like the best. And now what they've done is they've moved the ferry docking. The pier is about I don't know, maybe a football field or...
Wow, no kidding. They moved it, huh?
North of it. Same, right there. You come down the same road.
Yeah.
Instead of going straight into the parking lot for Ivors and for the ferry, you go right, and it's much more modern now, and they've made a whole deal up there. And...
Okay.
So, I don't know. It's just it's unfortunate that you don't have Ivors there anymore. But you can if you go back.
Yeah.
And you walk back down the road and you can get to it. But you got to make sure you get there early enough.
Okay, I'm going to move. Bob, I'm going to move this forward because I don't think anyone cares about this. Here,
let me tell you, I got another half hour to go on this.
No.
How many steps it takes to get there.
Bob, this is what I was afraid of.
I'm so sorry I brought that up.
Yeah. I knew when you did, it was the wrong thing to do. But
now let that be a lesson to you.
It is.
Okay, Bobby Hayes, Captain Stryker from the airplane movies and dog movies, and you're out on the ledge there in Atlantic City, that movie, and a bunch
coming
of
up
others.
With a potential 30-year reunion with Homeward Bound coming up this February.
No kidding, and he's also Starman. That's Robert Hayes. He is the original Starman. Now this man,
the original,
yes,
Jeff Bridges.
Yeah, I was just going to say.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, okay.
Wrong
that was the
again.
film.
I never watched it in Starman, but a lot of people did, and hence the conventions, right? Boy, this is okay. Don't die on us.
No.
What I need to know is, were you sick when you? And I'm assuming you took a plane to the Great Pacific Northwest. Most likely flew into SeaTac Airport. Were you sick then, or was it the Pacific Northwest, those friggin' low clouds that'll kill anyone?
Oh yeah.
Actually, I flew in from Cancun.
Oh boy.
What the hell were you doing in Cancun and not Hawaii?
He just goes everywhere.
Well, I'm trying to. You got to go backtrack, go to another place, throw them off your track. You got to keep moving.
I saw that movie.
Moving.
Wasn't that you and Peter Weller? I remember that movie.
Yes.
I know that movie.
It's called 25-25.
Yeah. So here you are. Here you are, coming from another very hot, a very lovely tropical area to the Pacific Northwest, where it's always gloomy. So you must have picked this up there. Is that what happened, Bobby?
Oh, but this is so neat. This weather is so great. I love this weather.
You do? Well, then what do you do? Then why did you choose to move to Hawaii?
Well, I also love rain, and you can walk around in the rain in your birthday suit if you want to, unless you want to, kind of not break the law, and you could put on some trunks.
Yeah.
But Yeah, no, I mean, Hawaii.
I think Robert's in the police protective program. He goes he hides out.
Yeah. Hey, Bobby, how was your lovely spousal equivalent, my friend from Reno, Nevada?
Gina is doing swell.
Hey, hold on, Bobby. Our dog is going nuts. What's going? Is there someone back there?
Yes. Is it Paul?
What?
Who's here?
Oh, it could be Tom Omer. We have another celebrity on the show today, Robert. Although you're the biggest, my friend.
Who is it?
Is it Tom Omer?
It is.
All right. Okay, we'll get Tom Omer in here.
Hey, Matt, you know what? If people on Whidbey Island knew that they had Captain Stryker on that island right now,
they do. They you recognize Robert Hayes. Of course
Listen,
you do.
You want to get Tom in here?
No.
Because I'd love to tell him about how his new guys
how many steps it is?
Chowder?
How many steps it is to the ferry dog?
I think he'd probably be interested in this.
I think you might be onto something. So, Bobby, when do you go? Okay, you don't want to fly with this illness, right?
I've just got some junk I'm getting out of my system.
Yeah.
It's not. It's not COVID-20 or the other bullshit. It's not any of that crap.
Yeah. Well, it's something that hopefully won't kill you because I think I mentioned this in my text. I need you in my life. I need friends. I only have a handful.
When I was in Cancun.
Yeah.
They had 5. God, they may have more, maybe 10 or 15. I don't know. Lines, little windows that you could go up to in your kiosks.
Mm-hmm.
And the one that I went up to, I chose the plague that was not death.
So they were plague kiosks.
Yeah, and it was just like you could have a little bit of this plague, a little of that, whatever one you like. But you want this one to knock you off, or do you want to just kind of have a rough go of it, and so you can have something to kind of brag about?
Right.
I said I'll take a little bragging, but no death on this.
Yeah, okay. It sounds like a Monty Python sketch.
He took the non-death one.
Yeah. All right, that's good. Bobby Hayes. So Christmas time, if you're not going to be on Whidbey Island, the island of Whidbey, during Christmas time, will you be back in Hawaii at that point?
Well, actually, I believe that I will.
Oh, okay. So your only sort of relative will be your spousal equivalent, right? They're on unless you're buddies with Chris Christopherson.
Well, I will be hanging with Chris at his place.
Yeah. Right.
Where's his place again?
Yeah, it's on the Big Island. Yeah,
We'll send you the address.
Maui.
Yeah, it's on the Biggie.
It's on Maui, not the Big Island. It's on Maui.
Oh, it's on Maui. So why did you ask
he's
me,
over
Robert?
the Hana area over there.
It was a test.
See, it was a test.
Yeah.
So now he busted me again. That's what he's done. That's what he's done most of his life. All right, and
that's the island where all the musicians, a lot of them, Mick Fleetwood and Hutchinson and all those guys are over there on Maui.
Hey, Bob, have you ever run into Mick Fleetwood? Because he seems like a really good
Got
guy.
a restaurant there.
Yeah.
I have, but it was years ago.
What was he? Was he a good guy?
He was.
Yeah, swell.
Tall.
Yes, he's very tall.
Yeah.
6'7". He was really great. I loved him. I thought he was great.
Yeah. Well, you're not short. You're about my height. I think we're both about 6'1", right, Robert?
6'4". Yeah,
6'4". Yeah. So are you loving life, or do you miss being on the big screen these days? Are you loving life, or is there a sort of an inkling you'd like to get back there on the big screen, or even the small screen?
Which screen?
He's in another kiosk.
Well,
right
it's about half a football field from the ferry docks. That screen.
God, I love this guy so much.
Yeah. He's.
If I were to be able to go back and do something right now, I don't know. I have no idea. I think maybe doing, you call it your Nebraska film. When Bruce Dern got to do that film about the old guy looking for some whatever the hell he was looking for.
Yeah.
His keys. I don't know what he was looking for, but that would be an interesting movie to make. I think I would like to do something.
Didn't he win?
Where I get to be.
He won an Oscar for that.
I am looking around for something.
Yeah.
On a journey.
But you know, but here's the good part for a movie star such as Robert Hayes, Captain Stryker. Here's the good news: you don't have to. See, that is so not. I have to work, Robert. I have to work. I must work, otherwise I perish. Oh, that's
Otherwise, you what?
I perish. I perish.
When you said perish, Robert coughed like he was about to go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I was teetering there for a second.
I know, I thought so.
So you went to the teetering kiosk. Yeah. I'm aware of that.
That was a teeter board.
Yeah.
You know that teeter, whatever his thing is.
All right. Well, I believe that, and we have a massive audience in Wisconsin, and you are beloved everywhere in the world. But they really love you in Wisconsin.
Well, the boys. I went up there with the boys, and I've been up there several times. Did some commercials with David
Zucker.
Another one with David and Jerry and Jim.
Yeah.
And for the Wisconsin tourism, but they're really fun. They really were really neat. And I was back in Nebraska. One of my homes is Nebraska.
Love
just
that.
because of our moving around with Dad being stationed everywhere, and that wound up being one of my places that meant a lot to me.
Robert's lived everywhere, man.
Yeah, well, he's been everywhere, man. Yeah, David Zucker, to put a close on this, Robert Hayes, for our Christmas spectacular. David Zucker, I thought we become fast friends, and he'd invite me over for bourbon and so on, and that hasn't happened. And what I think happened is Cato Kalin put the kibosh on that, and has sort of run interference between us. Does that sound about right, Robert Hayes?
Oh, probably.
Yeah.
Every time I talk with David, though, he always asks me, "How's Matt?" I wonder what Matt hasn't ever called me back. That's what he said every time.
Now you're making this up. I know you're making
It was because of the airplane thing.
I wish you weren't making this up.
You know, I want to believe it too, but Robert totally.
I know he's making this up.
He says, "I keep telling Cato to, pass the message on."
Yeah, I know.
And Cato's like, my friend, not yours.
Yeah, not yours. I'm gonna keep him out of your life because Zucker has a nice pad and he has nice bourbon.
I love his
bourbon, and he can afford the best. All right, talk about someone who can afford the best. This movie star named Robert Hayes.
He is the best.
Who is the best?
I love him.
But before you go,
okay, Lori Downey Jr.
I have a very special song.
Whoa.
That Robert and I sang together.
Oh, no. Here we go.
May I, Robert?
Robert, are you ready for this?
Yeah, help me.
Okay, it was one drunken night here in the Lighten Up Lounge. In the Lighten Up Lounge at Outlaw Radio. I guess this will sort of take us out, but Robert, stay there with us. And this is Robert Hayes and Lori Downey Jr. feeling absolutely no pain.
Right.
Here we go.
There may have been a glass of wine or something involved.
Yeah, listen carefully. Here we go. Crank it.
Bushman, eat 'em up, yum. Bushman, I want into the Bushman, dig into the tube. Bushman, tongue inside the Bushman, digging down the tube. Bushman, tongue inside the Bushman, pussy willow too. Bushman, pussy willow Bushman, sucking down the dick. Bushman.
These two are sick.
You realize that has been adopted.
That's been adopted? What?
It's been adopted by that one country. I can't remember that. It's over near
Australia.
Zimbabwe.
The Bush.
The small country down there in Africa.
No kidding.
And they've adopted that song as their national anthem.
That's their national theme song.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, Bob, Merry Christmas, my friend. I love you.
I love you.
Yeah,
Okay.
Robert.
We love you.
I love Robert Hayes.
Yeah.
All right. We'll be there. I said all white. All white.
And I hope all goes well for everybody.
Thank you, Bobby. Thank you. Get over this. I'll talk to you in a week when you're, well, hopefully not 6 feet under. I hope you're over this damn thing. I don't like.
I'll talk to you when you get your voice back.
All right. Okay.
God bless you, Robert.
There he is. Bobby Hayes. We'll be this after back on YouTube, Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio.
long as I remember her, married in childhood. I hope he never lets me down again.
Testing 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 testing. Testing 1 2 3 4. Testing the middle mic.
Never want to come down, never want to put my feet back down on the ground. We're flying high, we're watching the world pass us by. Never want to come down, never want to put my feet back down on the ground.
And now, back to the exciting climax of our story.
This is legendary Outlaw Radio.
Why, Captain Drummond.
Miss Miller?
Magic Matt Allen.
Have a holly jolly Christmas.
Yeah.
It's the best time of the year.
You can only pay ASCAP for this song. This is the only Christmas song we have. This is, yeah, BMI, ASCAP. It's all the money we got. And you can buy this for nickels now. Yeah. Merry Christmas, my friends. Happy holidays. And to my bagel biting buddies, happy Hanukkah. From your friends at Outlaw Radio, where we smoke, we drink, we interrupt. It's not very loud, Laura. When playing Burl Ives, I mean, he deserves the respect.
He actually.
But
Holly jolly
Christmas.
You didn't hear.
Tom Omer doesn't seem to be festive. Doesn't seem to be in the spirit. Are you not in the spirit? You are in the spirit? I wish your mic was up so you could tell us that.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not.
No, it's tough.
I hate holidays.
Yeah.
That sounds like a Scrooge, right? But I never.
Humbug.
That's right.
All of my Christmas cards this year have been addressed to resident.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's sort of bringing me down, my friends. Hey, Tom, how are you, buddy?
I'm doing great. How are you?
That is the great Tom Omer. We were just on the phone with an illustrious actor by the name of Robert Hayes of the Airplane movies. Mm-hmm. And now here walks into this 1876 Virginia City, Nevada style bar another one by the name of Tom Omer. Oh, there went my mic.
No, I got you.
All right, but yeah. But Tom Omer, one of my favorite people on the planet. Why? Not because he gifts me cigars. Yes, because he gifts me cigars.
See, there you go.
I know.
But one of the great guys of all time, and we're all heading to a big Christmas party tonight. But being politically correct, they sent out the invites as a holiday party.
Oh, shut up.
Remember the days when it used to be a Christmas party? And my Jewish friends, and I have many Jewish friends, they have no problem with it being called a Christmas party.
No.
You know, unless they're real lefty douchebags, then of course, well, I find that offensive.
Woke.
Well, yeah.
Watch your pronouns.
Yeah, watch them pronouns. Hey, I want to get to this before I forget. Well, no, maybe I don't. Johnny Depp did a real nice thing for a kid who had a bunch of heart transplants. How many can you have? Yeah, maybe it was a liver. Maybe.
No. Yeah, that is true. At Children's Hospital.
Was it a heart transplant?
Well, yeah, there was a girl next to my son in there that had 2 heart transplants.
Yeah.
The first one failed, and they put, so it happens.
You know, this time of year, it's, and it certainly was when I was a child this time of year, it's about the kids. I mean,
absolutely.
It is about the kids.
Yep.
Always.
So when you hear about terminally ill children, son of a bitch.
I donate to I donate to St. Jude's. I donate to Children's Hospital. I always donate to them.
Yeah,
always.
As long as the money goes to the right place, man. You know, and I'm
hoping.
And I'm always worried about that. I'm always worried.
I do too.
Because
because in corporate America, they put all the money.
Lori, they pilfer. They pilfer.
Man, that's sick, man. You're going straight to hell if you pilfer money for these poor kids.
They nest their beds. They feather their nests.
I've spent years doing this for many, many years. Make-A-Wish.
Right.
I mean,
I know you have.
And it goes to corporate America before it goes to the...
Yeah, I want the kids to get the at least the love that is sent out by folks who are spending their hard-earned money because of a great cause.
Well, I will say this, though. Like at Children's Hospital, and I can tell you this for a fact.
That's my brother Mark.
The donations do go to... We had pretty much free health care.
You want to make sure it's not a percentage.
No. I'm talking about when my son was there, it was free.
Yeah.
We didn't pay a dime.
Right, so that's nice. That's nice.
So, yeah.
Right, but when you're contributing to these different corporations, these companies, you want to make sure the money is going back to those
Have
kids.
you guys heard of the website called Charity Navigator?
No.
Okay, there's a website, Charity Navigator. You go there, you punch in any charity, and it gives you a complete score, like how much goes to... Yeah. So some corporations, only 50% of what they collect goes to...
Where's the other 50 go, Tom?
Corporation, right. It goes to all the people they
It even breaks it down. It tells how much a CEO's making, how much they spend on promotions and all that. The Gary Sinise Foundation, something like 92% goes back.
Well, he's good. He's a good man.
He is good.
You know, he makes sure of that. But this, what's it called again?
Charity Navigator.
Now, what if they're taking a little cut and they're being paid off? See, and I'm telling you, it seems ridiculous. You don't know. You don't know.
Yeah.
So the only way to do it is to buy a balloon for the kid and bring it to him. I used to, or perform some magic for the child. I've been doing that since I was a kid, traveling around to children's hospitals performing magic. I have killed more of these kids with bad magic.
Wow.
That's not nice. That's just not nice.
No. But I as you know, I think you know, I love children.
I do know that.
I love children. All they know is what is inserted into their little noggins. Yeah. That's what they know.
Yeah, you should be a woman.
You should, yeah.
Nowadays,
These days, yeah. Little boy, don't you know that you could be a female? Yeah, you should know this. Speaking of that, French dance teacher was ousted from an elite university after given an ultimatum on using men-women terminology. A ballroom dance teacher. Lori, you were on Broadway as a dancer. Did you ever do the ballroom thing?
No.
All right. Is it because you don't appreciate it, or?
No, I do. I just maybe I'm going to do that next week.
The French University Sciences Paul Parody is out of a job after she was reprimanded for insisting on calling dance students men and women. She called the dance students men and women as opposed to using non-gendered language. She says, I say women on one side and men on the other because in dance there is a role for the men.
Yes, there is.
And a role for the women.
Always.
Former sciences Poe teacher Valerie told AFP, E-I-E-I-O, hey, she asked the outlet to only identify her by her first name. That's the reason that we separated, she said. The university said that officials had called a meeting with Valerie over her use of discriminatory language. Valerie subsequently quit her job over the university's demands to use the words leader and follower instead of men and women.
Oh.
A student who spoke, boy, this is a rabbit hole.
Lead. Let me tell you something.
It's a rabbit hole, Lori. I don't think we'll ever get out of.
I'm telling you, as a dancer, men lead, women follow.
Yes.
That's all it is.
You know,
it's funny.
Do you know how sexist that sounds, Lori?
And I was going to ask, how are they going to determine or decipher? And you just said it.
Yeah.
Leader and follower, and that's just ridiculous. That's
the way it is.
Well.
Yeah,
it's the way it is.
How are they not woke by that?
Yeah, the whole thing is friggin' nuts. A student who spoke to a Parisian outlet described Valerie as old school, who made the class feel uneasy.
Old school.
Oh, God, it just... This is butt cringing me. I'm feeling butt cringy right now.
I'm asking, where is the exit?
Yeah.
I'm really asking, where is the exit?
Yeah,
because
what Lori means by that is, she wants to die.
Exit
now,
bag.
now, I don't want to die, but I do understand where you're coming from, Lori. It gets so old. And these youthful little idiot sticks in this school, they're feeling uneasy because you're calling them men and women.
Yeah.
I want to crush their little skulls. Did I say that? I was thinking that. I didn't mean to say that.
Hang on. I've spent my entire life in dance.
Yeah.
There is a leader who is a male, and there's a follower who's a female. And it's never been anything different than that. And I'm saying it again, Marty, because that's appalling.
Yeah.
Well, no, it is, Lori. I agree. I agree with you.
After complaints
100%.
the school was going woke, university officials doubled down on their support of having an inclusive, I love that, inclusive to whom? The vast minority.
The woke.
The woke. We received a complaint from a student backed up by several of them, according to which this teacher made remarks during her class that were discriminatory, calling a man and a woman in this day and age is discriminatory in nature in terms of the role of men in dance. We asked her to desist from doing so. She did not, and decided not to continue with her classes. Well, good for you.
Yeah. Yep.
Good for her.
God bless her.
But damn it, man, it's a shame it has to come down to this.
Yeah, I mean, Matt, I watch this stuff on Instagram all
Freaking
the time.
freaks. You freaks.
Yeah,
you little woke freaks.
Hang on a
I've had
second.
enough of you,
no more
Buster.
he, she, it's
I've had
somebody,
enough
them.
of you.
Yeah.
I'm the only one that dances in this bar that I know of.
All right.
You dance in this bar?
She has.
I might.
She has.
Okay.
I've seen
Clear the table, guys.
We've had many
Hey, Marty.
a fan of Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio on YouTube comment on the fact that they love it when Lori dances.
Okay.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. Anytime I go
Especially
out,
the tango and the waltz.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Those are my favorite.
and two-step and whatever.
And she'll do a little salsa on occasion.
I'll do it all.
Oh, yeah.
I will do it all.
Yeah, but no ballroom. No ballroom.
Well,
next week.
Anyway.
Are you ready, Steve?
the waltz and all that is
By the way,
ballroom.
next week, ballroom, and she has to wear the wife beater,
three.
and we hose her down.
No,
Yes.
you don't
Right?
do that.
On
you
the
don't
show.
do that.
Yeah.
Of
course
I'm
we
saying
do.
to you,
Yeah.
well, you might, Marty.
I want to be
Classy.
That was me. That was me.
I want you to be. I want you to
Oh,
be
it's
woke.
Dave.
Woke with water. All right.
Likes that. It's better.
So you were saying, Lori?
Here's the bottom line. When
Yeah,
I,
I'd like
when I
to
get on
hear it.
When I get on a dance floor with any gentleman, I always say, "You lead, and I'll follow."
And she's going to
And
say
I'm-
it again.
Marty, you don't dance.
Mark, you're not a dancer. Let Lori do her thing. She's a professional dancer.
I understand
She
that.
was on Broadway. Then zip it. Go ahead.
When I go out to dance,
Boy,
and I love to
I'm
dance.
channeling your ex-husband, Morton Downey Jr.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, whatever. Zip it. Here's the thing. You lead, I'll follow. I've said that since I'm a kid, since I'm dancing.
And you've
all
said it
these
10
years.
times in the last 30 seconds.
Well, Marty, you
just
don't know
won't
how
let
to
up.
dance. You just don't know how to dance.
All
You
right,
can't
let me
even-
move on.
I don't care about dancing. I'm a singer on a rock.
You're a
rock band. Have you
singer?
ever done that?
You're a
Yeah, I am
singer?
a singer, Lori.
Okay.
Professional singer.
All
Yes,
right.
I am.
Okay, Moody Blues. Okay, you're a singer in a rock and roll band. Done.
What
Love
happened?
it. Dig it.
What a jealous little
Oh, jealous of you?
Yeah, you
Wait
always,
a minute. Am
it's
I
always a
jealous
competition.
of
Here we
you?
go.
Lori.
Merry Christmas, my friends.
Always a competition
Merry
with you. Always a
effing
competition.
Christmas.
Hang on, Marty.
Guess what? I'm good at one
What
thing.
am
You're
I-
good at a different
what
thing.
am-
I feel like
why
I'm
am
in the
I
middle of this.
jealous?
No,
Wait,
you are
always
in
a
the middle.
competition with you.
Hang on, Marty.
Always a competition.
Why am I
I wrote a
jealous?
TV show better than yours. Really? Your show's never going to go anywhere. Did you talk to so-and-so? You're just a competitive,
I can't
crazy,
imagine.
loony
Okay, let me just butt in.
I'm jealous of you?
I can't imagine Lori ever
she
saying
did.
your show will go nowhere.
Oh, no, she did to me one time.
No, I can't imagine
Yes,
that.
when Howard Lapidus was
It doesn't
alive.
sound like
Oh, my
Lori Downey
God.
Jr. It
She
doesn't
used to get
sound like
so
her.
jealous about. Well,
I'm
did you meet with
jealous of
so-and-so?
Okay, here's the other.
I'm jealous of Marty.
Here's the other part. Now I'll get to that in a second, Tattoo Dave. But the one thing I've never noticed.
Condescending.
The one thing I've never noticed from Lori is jealousy. I mean,
Never.
well, except if I'm talking to another woman. Yes, I've seen that. I have seen that. But any other realm of jealousy, I have never witnessed. Tattoo Dave.
I just want to know. Let's go.
Get
full
on that
circle,
mic.
Full circle.
Yeah.
How is leader and follower not more demeaning to a female?
Right.
Than
Right.
calling a female. a female?
100% correct. Of course, it's more demeaning.
What are these effing people
They are
thinking?
because they're idiots.
It's
they're punks.
unbelievable.
You know what they are? Punks.
Yes.
Let's from now on. Let's refer to the woke as punks.
Okay.
Do you have a problem with that, Tom?
Have a jolly, jolly Christmas. It's
you
the best time of the year.
the great actor Tom Omer. Look what you walked into, man. And
I think he caused it.
And further
He did cause it.
further down the rabbit hole, Cambridge Dictionary has changed the definition of man and woman. The Cambridge Dictionary being criticized by conservatives. I guess that would be me and anyone with a brain that happens to be a pragmatist and sort of believes in definitions for hundreds of years. Cambridge Dictionary altering the definition of the word man and woman to include people who identify as a gender other than their biological sex. This is a dictionary, my friends. The definition of woman, which previously represented the long-standing view on sex, now states that a woman is an adult who lives and identifies as female, though they may have been said to have a different sex at birth. That's in the dictionary now.
You gotta be kidding me.
Similarly, a man is now defined as an adult who lives and identifies as male, though they may have been said to have a different sex at birth. That's in the Cambridge friggin' Dictionary. And you don't think things are screwed up? You don't think things are messed up?
It's disgusting.
And I'd like to say to you, on that note, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, my friends. Happy Hanukkah. We'll be this after back on Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio.
Come too far to give up who we are. So let's raise the bar and our cups to the stars. She's up all night to the sun. I'm up all night to get some. She's up all night for good fun. I'm up all night to get lucky. We're up all night to the sun. We're up all night to get some. We're up all night for good fun. up all night to the sun. I'm up all night to get some. She's up all night for good fun. I'm up all night to get lucky. We're up all night to the sun. We're up all night to get some. We're up all night for good fun. We're up all night to get lucky. 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 She's up all night to the sun. I'm up all night to get some. She's up all night for good fun. I'm up all night to get lucky. We're up all night to the sun. We're up all night to get some. We're up all night for good fun. We're up all night to get lucky. 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 We're up all night to get. 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 We're up all night to get lucky. 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 Come too far to give up. Who we are. So let's raise the bar. Get close to the stars. She's up all night to the sun. I'm up all night to get some. She's up all night for good fun. I'm up all night to get lucky.
Outlaw Laboratories. With over 200 research workers, academic staff, and PhD students worked around the clock 7 days a week for 9 years. And today, we deliver broadcasting from atomic scale components, 21st century technology, talk, stars, and subliminal messaging. Motivating, stimulating, mildly erotic, 24/7. Outlaw Radio.
For the longest time, I've been trying to get to this Jane Fonda global warming outrage from this nutbag. Finally going to get to it next hour. It's worthy of your time. It's only a couple minutes, but it's worth your time. Here on Outlaw Radio, our Christmas spectacular, Tom Omer, movie star, television bon vivant. He was that commander, the general on the Southwest Airlines TV commercial, the very funny TV commercial. And you remember that one. It was the only funny Southwest Airlines commercial they ever had. And Tom Omer was the general and the star on that.
Yeah, that's why he said no more big stuff.
No more what? No, that's a different movie. Donald Trump's major announcement was, and by the way, understand where this came from. This came from MSN because Mark C.G. Boyer sends me everything from MSN.
Why?
For some reason. Yeah.
Why?
Because that's his Bible, the MSN stuff. Donald Trump's major announcement was, so just know where it's coming from, but you don't really have to know that to understand that the headline is they're sort of right on this one. Can you believe I'm on the same page as some idiot at MSN? Donald Trump's major announcement was more embarrassing than we could ever have imagined. Donald Trump teased a major announcement on Truth Social, writing, "America needs a superhero." That message came with a video that ended with an image of Trump drawn as a comic book hero, ripping open his shirt to reveal a spandex suit bearing a T symbol.
Nice.
Also, he's shooting lasers out of his eyes. Naturally, we were equal parts curious and concerned to learn what the announcement, which he promised would come, would be. It's way too early for him to announce which bigoted MAGA sycophant. Okay, so see, this is coming from MSN and his vice president, blah, 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 blah. But it seemed likely the news would be related to a 2024 campaign. Boy, were we wrong. It turns out his major announcement is the release of the official Donald Trump digital trading card collection.
Yes.
He wrote on Truth Social, "These limited edition cards featured amazing art of my life and career."
NFTs.
I must tell you, and this NFT thing is going down the tubes. I mean, it's truly going down the tubes, unless we have one and then buy it. It is. I must go on record. as saying it is getting increasingly difficult to continue supporting this man's run for the president. Now, that's coming from me, someone who has supported Trump for many, many years. And P.S., the addendum, man, was he a great, great president. But it is becoming increasingly difficult for me to support this man. The cards depict Trump in various fantasy scenarios, dressed as a sheriff, an astronaut, a NASCAR driver, in some sort of Top Gun in space situation, just to name a few.
What's the price?
This, I don't know, but the card...
$99.
Oh, yeah,
$99.
$99. Yeah. NFTs. And they don't benefit the Trump campaign. Digital trading cards are not political, have nothing to do with any political campaign.
I'll tell you, I know people that have made a lot of money on these NFTs. Not this.
I understand, but the guy's running for president.
He's shooting himself and us every day.
Yeah. It's looking more and more.
He's taking Kanye's
looking
medication.
more and more like our Florida man. A lot to get to in the last hour of Outlaw.
You're listening to OutlawRadioLive.com. Smash it, grab it on YouTube. Do what you gotta do. Join us. This is for all you listening. It's about writing a simple song. That's it. That's everything.
I wrote a simple song with simple words and harmony. Wasn't very long before a star I was bound to be. Didn't care if it made the charts. I only wrote it for you and me. They think they're so smart now, yeah. They're not as smart as they want to be. They took my simple song, yeah. They changed the words, then the melody. Made it all sound wrong now it sounds like a symphony. You, it's yours and mine, girl. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh no. I don't care if it makes the charts. No.
Doohickey, the doohickey that rolls.
Hi, this is Meatloaf. Okay, kids, you know what time it is? You know what time it is? It's Outlaw Radio time!
The most imitated radio station in the nation.
I'm through with standing in line for some fun to begin, but I found a good thing leaving me with a grin. It's time for Outlaw Radio to begin.
You have the great Billy Gibbons here? Yeah.
Very cool.
He just passed out.
Yeah.
Hey, that didn't sound too bad.
Had to lighten them up loud.
Oh, man.
We're here with Matt.
Oh, yeah.
Had to lighten up.
Oh, little Outlaw Radio.
We're here with Matt.
And he's not fat.
We got all these guys and girls in the house. Let me tell you, that's where it's at. And that's, ladies and gentlemen, Matt Allen. Pass me a gallon.
What other radio show brings you Robert Hayes, Captain Stryker? Talk about iconic. That's an iconic character from the airplane movies. Well, we do. What other shows? Well, maybe there are a few, but we do. We brought him to you.
First time?
Nervous?
I've been nervous lots of times. Love Bobby Hayes. Love Tom Omer, one of the great stars of the Southwest TV commercial. And he did a movie in a very cold Arctic almost land. It was cold when you were filming, right?
In Switzerland?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was real cold.
Yeah, I love Switzerland, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
hot blonde chick.
Well, Davidoff, I think they're still making Cuban cigars. Davidoff started by making Cuban cigars. Some of the greatest Cuban cigars on the planet, if not the greatest Cuban cigars, because they were meticulous to detail. and their quality control was beyond compare. And then, of course, they became a company that wasn't strictly Cuban. In fact, I think they stopped making their Cuban cigars and started only making them out of DR or
Honduras.
Yeah, or Pacoima. Yeah. It could have been Pacoima.
Probably Pacoima.
Yeah, right down the street. But I love Switzerland. I've always wanted to be there. And you're glad that, well, first of all, you're glad to be in a movie because, and they're glad to have you because you're a great movie star, Tom Omer. But you were glad to be in Switzerland. Was that your first time?
It was.
Are you nervous lots of times?
First time.
All right. Here's
it all goes back to Bobby.
Oh, yeah. Bobby Hayes. Always. Oh, yeah. I mean, it's iconic.
But wait a minute.
Yeah, Laurie Downey Jr.
I just have to say something again.
Now, you're playing director, so I hope the camera's on you right now.
Are you going to pick a fight
on Magic Matt's YouTube, Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio on YouTube? Yes.
So Tom Omer was shooting in Oklahoma like a year ago, Tom?
Yeah, good, Laurie. I wanted you to bring this up. Okay, let me set the stage for this, if you don't mind, and then you can interject. We're at Ted Baer's, one of his parties. Ted Baer is the magistrate behind the Movie Guide Awards. He's a very good man who loves America. All right, did I say enough? Do you know where I'm coming from on this? Okay, that's Ted Baer, and we visit him 4 or 5 times a year for his parties. A great man, and Tom Omer is telling Laurie Downey Jr., our producer, that, well, I'm going to shoot a film in Oklahoma. And Laurie said, well, let me put you together with a dear friend of mine, Gray Fredrickson, the man behind some of the greatest movies. I mean, you talk about iconic movies, and we've used the word iconic many times today, and probably many more to come. This man was responsible for those. Didn't he do The Exorcist, too?
No, hang on, Matt.
What?
He brought Clint Eastwood to Al Ruddy, who did the Godfather pictures. I mean, this guy was.
Hold on a second. Slow down. Clint Eastwood was not in the Godfather pictures, but you're.
No, but he met him.
I love Laurie Downey Jr. But no, you know what he did?
You know the history of this guy.
No, you know what he did? The Dirty Harry movies are because of him.
He did all of that.
Yes.
And he went to school. He was going to go do something else, and he went to Switzerland.
Yeah.
And then he decided he met. Hang on a second. He went to Italy.
Yeah. Ignore my brother Mark.
I'm
Would
sorry,
you, Laurie?
David, I remember Clint Eastwood in the Godfather movie now.
Yeah.
No. Let me tell you about Gray Fredrickson, who just passed away recently. And God rest his soul, because I love this man immensely.
Right.
He was the reason that the Godfather, Al Ruddy, and all those pictures that you love so much.
Godfather people, yes.
He brought Clint Eastwood to Al Ruddy back in the day.
Right.
And he also introduced.
You mean after Clint's spaghetti westerns, and then
he met them there when he was in Italy.
Right.
He met Clint Eastwood there.
And this Gray Fredrickson has been living in Oklahoma for many, many years. And let me tell you something about him.
But in California mostly.
Yes, but he got the hell out of this friggin' once great state of California because he's a smart guy.
It was like 2000 he left,
Laurie,
1999.
let me whisper this. Gray Fredrickson was a conservative.
I know that.
Was it? I know you do, Laurie. I'm talking to our lovely listener.
Yeah.
Was a conservative, got the hell out of California 20 years ago, was smart enough to know, saw the writing on the wall. So Laurie was talking about Tom doing this movie there.
Oh, yeah.
I got to put you two together, and you two did get together. Did you not, Tom?
We did.
And damn it. And the guy dies a couple months ago?
Just recently.
Yeah, well, a month ago. And it sucks because this is one of the good men in Hollywood that had the smarts to get the hell out. And was he everything you thought he'd be?
Oh, and more.
Yeah.
I contacted him, through text messages and so forth when I got up there. He had me meet him at the University in Oklahoma. He teaches production classes there.
Nice.
And so I got to actually sit in on one of his teachings, and then afterwards we went to lunch. And
let me tell you something.
To spend any amount of time with that man, Tom, that is a blessing.
It was.
That is a blessing. Yeah, Laurie?
That man created that whole thing at that college.
Yeah.
He made that whole thing happen. And by the way, the man that you were doing the set was one of his best friends that had your set where you were shooting that day.
Yeah.
Was one of his best friends.
Exactly.
And so when I called him and I said that you're coming out there, he couldn't wait to meet you.
Nice.
Lori, that was really nice of you to put them together.
No, I mean, that's what we do, right? We quilt and we put together great people.
Did you say quilt?
She said quilt.
Yeah.
Did you say quilt?
Love that. Wow.
That was good.
Long Island's really coming out.
No. Who the hell is she hanging out with these days?
No, I've
Quilters.
always
Quilters.
Quilt makers.
Yeah. No, I love that.
Are you knitting now?
No, I love that. I love that Lori Downey Jr. She's our producer, you know.
But let me tell you something. When
Yes.
he met Tom Omer,
Yes.
he called me and he said, I love this guy.
Of course, because he's not
I love him.
he's not a douchebag Hollywood type. Of
Right.
course, Gray Fredrickson loved Tom Omer. I'm losing my voice.
Oh, now
All right.
remember
What?
the Southwest commercial?
Yeah.
The punchline.
Yeah.
Where's the beef? Right? Is that what you said?
Yeah, that's what Tom said. Yeah. Hey, Tom,
I think
right?
Tom's gonna
Right?
kill me.
No gray area why everyone hates my brother Mart, right? No gray area. Okay, I'm going to get
looks could kill.
I'm going to get to this. So we're talking about one of the great guys in Hollywood. God rest his soul, Gray Fredrickson. Beautiful man. Now let's focus in on an idiot stick by the name of Jane Fonda. Fonda. I get that. I screw up. Jane Fonda. A woman that I should, and can I say this on terrestrial? I should have banged the lefty out of her about 30 years ago.
You had the opportunity?
I
There's
did.
a picture of you holding her.
Yes, I did have the opportunity, and she wanted to go home with me. I would rather go home with her because she was living in Beverly Hills.
Yeah.
But at that time, I was in the hills of Encino, and that wasn't. But Beverly Hills, yeah. Jane, we're going to your place. But I had a girlfriend, and I'm always the loyal dip-ass.
You shouldn't do that.
What?
I don't know. You shouldn't do that, maybe.
Shouldn't do what?
Be loyal. And she's right.
Is that what she
Well,
I'm just saying, where are these girlfriends today?
Lori's a real broad.
I'm being honest.
She's one of the guys, and so I appreciate that because you're right. You're right because I think back and I thought, that probably would have been fun, and maybe she'd have different views today. I doubt it very much. This is that wacko recently talking about this epidemic called global warming, or is it climate control, or is it air conditioning? I'm not certain.
Air conditioning.
It's whatever fits their friggin' narrative at the time. Jane, and get ready to stop and start this friggin' nutbag. Is she 80 now?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Pushing.
All right. And she had the surgery, so she looks like a Beverly
She
Hills.
looks great.
No, she doesn't. She looks like an alien. She
does.
She had the Cher surgery.
She had a good doctor.
She looks like a
No, she doesn't. She looks pretty.
Okay.
I don't think
Lori.
she does.
So
No,
pretty.
I don't either.
The work went wrong like it always
No,
does.
it didn't.
It always does. At 80, look 80. Okay. Wait. Give you a great example of a broad and a true broad.
Oh, that one.
Meaning a beautiful woman.
Yep.
A beautiful woman who is one of the guys who never had surgery. Mrs. Partridge. Mrs. Partridge, Shirley Jones, who is like 80 friggin' plus now, and she still looks beautiful.
She does. Man.
And she never had the alien friggin' autopsy surgery.
You know who else
God
hasn't
bless her.
either is Helen Mirren. She hasn't had any surgery.
She looks great, too.
She looks great.
You bet your ass. Stay away from that, ladies. Listen to me, ladies. Especially you beautiful ladies in Wausau. Listen to me. You don't need the surgery. And if you're a little beefy, love you even more. It's more to grab onto and to stick your face in.
Oh.
Right?
There you go.
Am I wrong, Mart?
No, you're correct.
No.
Wow.
No.
Yeah.
Any of you big old Wisconsin gals, I love you.
They'll keep you warm at night.
Yeah, you bet your ass.
Yeah.
All right.
Bet
This
their
is the nutbag known as Jane Fonda.
All makes sense to me. While I have you, I was curious. We look
Pause.
at
Who is it
areas
that
of
has her?
progress.
I don't care.
Somebody does,
continue.
not Matt.
Go ahead.
Ways that people think today that might have seemed almost impossible in our parents' or grandparents' generation. And then you have other areas. I mentioned women's rights because so much of the women's rights movement we know came out of some of what you were doing, where you start out at the Vietnam protest, and then it's all these guys and all the speakers are guys.
Pause for a second. She sort of set the stage for who she was so many years ago as Hanoi Jane.
Yep.
I mean, and she's never changed. Now, should I
never loved that.
Should I have had a sexual dalliance regardless of that?
Yes.
Absolutely. Of course I should have. Continue.
Just say, wait, Well, there's a lot more.
Because even at 59, she was 59 at the time. She was hot.
Oh, she
was hot.
She's still hot.
You remember? No, she's not.
She's not.
She is.
No, she was doing those aerobicize videos and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
That was so lame.
She was in great. I don't care.
Not really.
No, I don't care. Yeah.
She looks good.
Yeah.
No, she does
That's
not.
a bad picture.
Give me that stuff, that funk, that sweet, that funky stuff. Say what? All right. All right. Continue with Jane Fondle.
The change even within the protest movement you need, and you were part of that. What do you think about the progress made and the progress being unwound when you look at the court's decision in Roe?
Listen to how
which we know
stupid she is.
Turned out, I should say, a lot of voters in the midterms.
Yeah, it did.
Pause. Okay, Jane has turned into a man.
Yeah, it did.
I think it's.
Well, the voice drops when you get older.
Oh, she's always had that voice. It's always been
pretty much.
Yeah.
But it's that's a B flat, ain't it?
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
continue.
Yeah.
We've experienced.
Pause. By the way, she's doing this interview in a shower.
He warned you. He warned you about the pauses.
Oh yeah. Continue with Jane Fondle, please. Yeah.
Having the right to control our bodies. That's not going to go away, and we're not going to give that up. So while it's absolutely unconscionable what the Supreme Court did, I believe that we're going to fight and win.
Pause. Okay, you're talking out of your ass, but that's what you do, Jane. See, it's a states' rights issue. It always has been. It always should be. No one has ripped that right away from you from killing a baby. No one has ripped the right away. A vast number of states allow such a thing if that's what you feel it incumbent on you to do. So you're making a mountain out of a molehill, but that's what you do on the left. You need a cause. Yeah. Otherwise, if you don't have a cause celeb, there's no reason for you to be around. Instead of working for a living, these friggin' lefty pieces of crap need a cause celeb to work for. Then they feel like they're doing God's work. Wait a second, I take that back. They don't believe in God. Jane Fondle.
Get those rights back. But you know, as I learn more about climate, as I really dig deep, as I have for the last
Pause. If you really dug deep, you know it's a big bunch of bull S. Jane, if you really did the due diligence on climate change, you'd know it's a big crock of crap. So she's lying. She only digs deep on the MSN side or the CNN side, or those narratives that are on her side, the things she agree with. And by the way, I want you to know, I check out both sides, and I do. And I do the due diligence. Does this make sense on the left? Does this make sense on the right? And by and large, it never makes sense on the left. It's all emotional. It's all bull crap. It's all a money grab. And that's what we're talking about when it comes to climate change. It's a money grab. So we can do without fossil fuels? Boy, that's a bad idea, you stupid loony sons of bitches, including you, Mr. Hare, Governor of California, you stupid a-hole. No gas, no gasoline in California. No cars will be friggin' sold. You're out of your effing mind.
What do you think makes those damn batteries?
Please, America, please, Americans, come to your senses. Do the right thing. Continue with Jane Fondle.
5 years. What you realize is, if there were no racism, there'd be no climate crisis.
Pause.
What the hell?
I know we can stop it all down right now and not continue.
God, this could be for so long.
No, because you really, you sort of don't have to hear anymore. But her lunacy becomes like, it's like blowing a balloon of lunacy. It gets bigger and bigger and bigger, then finally pops. Continue, Lori.
Oh, God.
If there was no misogyny, there'd be no climate crisis. It's part of a mindset.
Whoa.
It's the mindset that looks at
misogyny.
Did she hate her father?
Misogyny equals climate crisis.
I want to know something.
Misogyny.
I mean, what the hell, dude?
No. Did I tell you? She's a nutbag.
Oh. Wait a minute.
Yes, sir.
Let's take this down.
Yeah.
Let's look at this. Did she hate her father?
Laurie,
because
Laurie,
misogyny.
How the hell would I know?
No, that's really weird. That's like my father.
It's really weird. It's coming from the pie hole of the left.
What I'm saying is,
these people believe in odd narratives, or if they don't believe, they think it's for. Listen to me. It's for the greater good. Whether it's true or not, it's for the greater good. Continue with Jane Fondle.
A woman and says, "Nice tits," or she could work in the fields.
Pause. And by the way, make a note. I got to bleep the T word.
Yep.
Do you believe that in this day and age? When these a-holes are spouting out everything under the sun, I cannot not allow the T word
FCC won't
on terrestrial radio. So make a note. Continue with Jane Fondle, please.
Mindset is the person who looks at the tree and says, "Flooring, that could make good flooring." You know, everything is transactional. Everything is hierarchical. Certain things matter more than other things. So what has to happen is we not only have to stop new fossil fuel developments, we have to change our mindsets.
Oh, boy.
We have to, and this is where art comes in. This is why I love your show so much, because you show how art and politics are intertwined, because culture is above everything. Culture determines how we feel and what we do.
So culture is above good living and a good standard of life. Is that what you're saying, Jane Fondle?
And I bet you that's crazy.
I should have nailed that broad. Continue.
Oh, God.
How we act. And so we have to use art as well as protests to recreate a country that understands the collective, that understands the common good.
So the United States of America isn't great. We have to recreate it. Because the United States of America is not a great country. We have to recreate the greatest country on the planet. Continue.
About the well-being of everybody, that develops more empathy. This is the country that we need. We need fairness and equity, along with stopping.
The big equity word, my friends. Yeah. That's not about fairness. That has nothing to do with fairness. That's not about how hard you work. That's not about how much you care. That's everyone is equal. AKA, there's a word that comes to mind. Oh, communism. See, it's communism. That's equity. Continue, you communist piece of crap, Fonda.
No, you tie it together, Jane, and your point is so deep. I hope people are listening.
We're listening.
If we look at the world that divided, right, the otherization, if we see people as less than human, you were talking about objectifying someone to the point that you're dehumanizing them. If we look at the natural world as just commodities, of which some resources can be, but if it's all and only commodities,
is that it?
I don't know.
Only subhuman, then it's no wonder we're not taking care of each other or the earth.
No, continue.
If I may be so idealistic sounding on a Friday night.
Continue.
It's your debut, but I hope you'll come back, Jane.
Oh, I'll be back.
Okay.
I'll be back. Thank you. Thank you. It's really
okay, enough. Okay.
She's turning into Gene Simmons. I'll be back. Yes, I'll be back. Yes.
I'll be back.
You know, here's the thing.
Buy our Kiss caskets.
We have Kiss condoms.
$99.99. Yes, Laura? What, Laura?
Back in the day, men took care of the family, and women were homemakers.
Right.
And we still have that today. Surprisingly,
where?
We still have.
I'll tell you where. Midwest.
No. Here in California, we still have that.
Even in screwed up Chicago, but Midwest.
But we still have it here in California. There are people that just dreamed of taking care of their kids, their husbands, their families, and have no problem with it.
I've said this a number of times. I know an Irish man who doesn't drink. The problem is...
I connect with these people every day.
I understand that. But the problem is those are fewer and far between.
Yes, because they're in our age group.
But, Lori, will the pendulum swing back at some point?
I hope so.
Will females finally realize that this was the worst thing that ever happened to them? My God, if I were a female... I would love to have someone take care of me.
I'm going to say something. Back in the 90s...
And I'll take care of the kids. I love children.
Matt, without misogyny, we would have no global warming.
That's true. Continue, Lori.
I'm going to say something. Back in the 1990s, when we were raising our kids that are in their 20s today, they were emasculating the boys. It started in the school system.
Yeah.
and I watched it, and I was like, "What is happening?"
But it
here?
goes back to equity and fairness. You see, and that's
those are two words that do not belong in the same sentence.
No,
I mean,
and
it's just
no, and that's what that is all about. Yes, but to these folks on the left, equity means fairness.
But
that
back in the day,
everyone is in the same friggin' footing. Everyone is equal.
Lori, do you understand that there's no more back in the day?
Yeah.
Do you get that?
No,
Like they are
because no,
changing
there isn't.
history.
There is still today.
I'm glad you have that hope and belief. But Dave's right. There's not.
Yeah.
Well, maybe where you guys work. Maybe the
No, it's
things
not
that you
even
guys
about
are
work.
doing.
It's about look what's happening with the society.
Yeah, but
They
you're
are
looking at the
changing
news.
history.
You're reading the news and you're hearing this from the news.
I don't watch the
I'm
news.
out there every day,
So
and I'm
am I.
touching upon America every day.
Lori,
every day.
God bless you for meeting some nice, wholesome Americans who love America and who love the classic ways of America.
My father fought for this
Now,
country.
by the way,
my father fought for this country.
Hold on a second.
World
I
War
can
II
I can
vet.
just hear someone who just heard me say that say, "Oh yeah, racism, yeah, and all that old-fashioned stuff." We're not talking racism. You will find that the vast majority of folks on the right are not racist in any way, shape, or form. I can't say that for you on the left.
I can say something.
What you're suffering from on the left is you're so afraid of being white. You owe the folks of color something, and that's 100% friggin' correct. Continue.
I want to say something because I really feel this, and I feel this every day that I live to the last day.
Here
to
you
my
go,
last
Lori.
breath.
You're a female, and you're talking emotion
A
now.
man
Yes.
will always run the household.
Oh, God.
I will
You're gonna be
always turn to a
blasphemized.
man
We're already banned
to
off
take
YouTube
care of.
right now.
What? I'm a female. I can say this.
Yeah, YouTube.
I don't want to change tires.
YouTube probably
I don't
just
wanna
banned
fix
us.
stuff in
Yep.
the house.
We're done.
I will always turn to a man to take care of things, and he will always
How dare you?
king of the castle.
Yeah.
Like the way I was raised,
I love
my
that.
father, Joe Krebs, God rest his soul,
Yeah.
will always be king of the castle, and I will always look to a man for everything
And I
need.
interrupted you, but your father fought for our country.
He did.
My dad as well. Tom Ulmer, thank you, my friend, for your service. And Billy Dilly, our HR man over there, I heard a big so I know that he's here. God bless you who fought for the United States of America and who love the United States of America.
yeah.
Man, from my heart, I mean, I can almost cry thinking about these idiots these days, these woke tards. Did he just say tard? Yeah. Woke tards.
I love that word.
Yeah.
I love that word.
These friggin' idiot sticks. You live in America, love America. If you don't love America, son of a bitch, get the frig out now. And if there's any way I can help you, I'll be there. I'll be there packing your bag, you stupid ass bite. I can't take it anymore. And by the way, let me finish this on Outlaw Radio. The show's not over. With a very Merry Christmas.
I knew it.
My friend, know the low rider. The low rider is a little higher. Low rider drives a little slower. Low
with me.
Listening to outlawradiolive.com. So if you're on YouTube, smash it, grab it. Join us. Magic Matt, outlawradiolive.com.
Is Outlaw Radio.
Oh, yeah. One of my top 5 favorite Christmas songs. Here we go. I mean, you got to say, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah.
Here comes Amos.
Aha. Welcome back, my friends.
Moses was a
Cajun. Lived by himself in the swamp. Hunted alligator for living. Just knock him in the head with a stomp. Yeah, the law's gonna get you, Amos. Merry Christmas, my friends. It ain't legal hunting alligator down in the swamp, boy. Turn the song up a little bit there, Lord. Blamed his old man for making him mean as snake. When Amos Moses was a boy, his daddy would use him for alligator bait. Yeah, tie him around his neck, throw him in the swamp. Hey. Alligator bait in the Louisiana Bayou. About 45 minutes of East Tippetoe, Louisiana. There's a man named Doc Mills South and his pretty wife Hannah, where they raised up a son who could eat up his weight in groceries. Named him after a man of the cloth. Called him Amos Moses. Man, did I love this guy.
Jerry Reed, baby.
Oh, yeah. South Louisiana said Amos was a hell of a man. He could take the biggest. Did you turn my mic up? A little lower, Lori.
One hand.
Well, we got left because the alligator bit it. Hey! Left arm gone clean up to the elbow. Well, the sheriff got wind that Amos was in the swamp trapping alligator skin. So he stuck in the swamp, gonna get your boy, but he never come out again. Well, I wonder where the Louisiana sheriff went to. Hey!
It ain't legal hunting alligator.
Mike took me off. I knew the lyrics, damn it.
It ain't legal hunting alligator.
No, you screwed up. I'll play it next week for you.
Of course I did.
Ah, man, I love that
Jerry
guy.
Reed, man.
One of the greatest guitar players in the history of
Chicken
pickers,
picking.
man.
Yeah, chicken
I mean,
picking.
honest to God, brilliant guitar
Brilliant.
player. Hey, Lord, do me a favor. Since I was in a movie with his buddy.
Yeah.
And this is not all about me, but it's all about me.
Oh.
I was in a movie with Burt Reynolds several years ago, and a movie that made me big in France. I think that's the only place it was officially released, called Category 5. Just punch up Burt and listen to this laugh. I mean, this does my heart good, especially around Christmas time, thinking of the great Burt Reynolds, who, when I was in this movie with him, in his cane, he would pop open the top, and it was a flask with bourbon. And I share a little bourbon with old Burt Reynolds. And this is, well, you know, play it. God rest your soul, man.
Yeah.
And I love him for many reasons. He was a real man. He loved to fight.
Guy's guy.
Oh, he was. He wasn't one of those friggin' pussy movie stars. He, not unlike Tom Omer. This guy will take you down. If you're in Tom Omer's face, he'll take you down.
You're done.
He's not one of those guys either.
Sure.
I appreciate these people. Burt Reynolds was one of them, and unfortunately, because he wanted to do all his own stunts, it really screwed him.
Tough guy, though, man.
You know,
Smoking a band
at the end, man, he was hurt in almost every bone of his body. God bless Burt Reynolds.
But speaking of Tom Omer, he did a movie in Switzerland.
Yeah, but we're not talking about that right now. But what we
But
are
I want to.
But we are talking about.
I really want to.
The fact that Tom Omer is in a play, and he mentioned this to me about a month ago, and I said, "Send me the info. I would love to promote it for you." And I asked him again. I requested again, and he said, "Well, let me find out if this play is good first." So you've lost a few weeks here, Tom. And so he finally sends me this thing a couple days ago, and he says, "Okay, it's good. It's good."
I love that.
So what is it?
Well, it's an original play. It is written, produced, directed, and acted all by veterans. It's based on a true story.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's all you should have to say. And you should have let me promote it because of that.
Yeah.
I mean, God bless you, man. All vets?
Yeah, all vets.
Love that.
There's only 2 that are non-vets. Everybody else are vets.
Okay, I'll kick them out.
No. And, but it's based on true story. It has to do with sexual harassment in the military today. And it's based on true story. And I played a lieutenant colonel in the Army who 20 years ago in Afghanistan, I ignored the complaints of a female officer that was getting harassed. And flash forward to 20 years later, now I'm dealing with those consequences. And it's very powerful.
Wow.
And it's playing at a really cool little theater in Culver City called the Blue Door.
All right, so anyone watching us on YouTube, Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio on YouTube, who happen to be in the Southern California area, and if you're watching us and or listening to us, then you know and we know who you are.
When does it open?
And someone who wants it's open.
It's already open.
And it's,
if you want to support these guys.
Yeah, the next show is 6th, 7th, and 8th of January, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And it's
Let's
also
go, Matt.
It's a nonprofit as well, and so
you
don't go donate to it.
But Tom, do you notice how Lori throws that out, and then after the show, that whole let's go, Matt.
Oh, she said we should go, Matt.
That completely disappears.
I said we should
No, it doesn't.
It does.
No, it doesn't.
Because I would love to
go.
You know, I'd love to go back in time when you picked me up that day when Mr. Hollywood passed away.
I'll pick you up, and we're going to see Tom Omer.
Lori, when Mr. Hollywood, the star maker, passed away, and you made me go to
Jay Bernstein
to Jay Bernstein's homage,
funeral,
and that's when Lori was really into me and coming on to me.
I'm still into you, Matt.
I love that, Lori. She is the.
I am.
She is the greatest salesperson on the planet.
Yes.
Hold on a second. We should all go. Let's go.
Okay.
Let's all
We're gonna go.
So how? Okay.
I'm stepping in here.
All right.
And we're going.
Is Lori driving?
No, I'm driving.
I'm driving.
Okay, Lori's driving.
I'm driving.
Okay.
I'm
the
always
name
driving.
of the play, Tom.
We're not letting Mark drive. We'll
the
never
name
get
of the
there.
and by the way, you
We'll
know
get there
you
for
shouldn't drag your feet on this. Just let me promote this stuff.
Sure.
But that was weeks ago, so we've lost time here.
We have January.
I understand.
And we're all going.
I understand.
Yeah, we're going.
I have many vehicles in which I can promote this, and when it comes
Well, then start promoting
when it
right
comes
now.
to the vets, I am 100% in.
Yes.
So what are these a-holes listening and watching us? What do they do to support? I don't know if that was very nice.
Not.
What?
Well, hold on a second.
Well, I include me in one of those a-holes. Yes, Dave?
You said what are the... Okay, if you include yourself... then
Oh, of
okay.
course I do.
Stand alone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're going to go.
I don't mean that in a disparaging
David,
manner.
we're going. We're going to see this.
Okay, so how do they fight? So it's in Culver City. By the way, Lefty Town, but
Doesn't matter. It's a great show.
Lori, I'm promoting it.
How do you know it's a great show, Lori? You haven't seen it.
Because I know Tom Omer's
Because Tom's in it, and he's a really good actor.
Are you guys packing 1911s on stage?
Okay, he's not going to answer that question. Continue.
Wow. This is just...
Yeah, the name of the play is Volunteers, and it's Tears. Kind of a...
Did you say
play.
Ballin?
Volunteers.
Oh, Ballin.
Yeah,
I thought he
Volunteers.
said Ballin.
I thought he did too.
Volunteers.
Okay.
And it's at the Blue Door Theater in Culver City.
All right.
If you just... you can get tickets online.
Is it close to a bar?
Right across the street.
All
There's
right,
a wine
excellent.
bar.
Okay, I'll be there.
Wine bar.
Wait, wine?
No, they have other stuff too.
We're going to bring, we're gonna bring our own.
A lot of bars.
Don't worry
in the
about
area.
it.
I got a flask.
All right.
Yeah.
Dave, are we in?
We're in.
Okay.
All right.
We're in.
So allow me to promote it next week on other venues.
Like, keep doing it, Matt.
Yeah.
We're going to go there in January.
Man, it's Chatty Cathy today.
No, I'll tell you, the only chicks I've ever been interested in are just have these huge backbones and they're loudmouths.
I'm a loudmouth, and we're going.
I just said that. I just mentioned that.
Tom will be there.
And if it goes real well, the 6th, 7th, and 8th, we'll extend it the next weekend. So
I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And it's a nonprofit.
It is a nonprofit. Yeah.
Love that.
All right, let me get to this before we don't. This did my heart good. Terminally ill kid receives a beautiful message from Johnny Depp.
Oh, yeah.
He went out of his way to dress up as his Captain Jack Sparrow character. 11-year-old boy battling terminal heart condition received a message from Johnny Depp, who is dressed up as one of this kid's 11 years old, man. 11 years old. As one of this boy's favorite movie characters, Corey. He's currently in care. He's had 2 heart transplants at 11.
Jeez.
Despite these challenges, he's a YouTuber, and he wishes to someday reach 100,000 subscribers, which would earn him a Silver Play Button award. And this is what's important to him. Johnny Depp, who I've always believed is a really good guy.
Yep.
And I know that from personal experience with Johnny at Musso and Frank's in Hollywood, California one night. As they're closing down, 11 o'clock at night, Musso and Frank's, the oldest restaurant in all of L.A. Great old place. And Johnny's there. And I know that my daughter, Alexandra, is a huge fan. So I went to Johnny, talked to him a little bit. I said, how about an autograph? He does this caricature and an autograph for my daughter. And although our politics may not match,
doesn't matter.
Who cares?
I think he's one of the good guys.
I do too.
I think when he made that pronouncement about killing Donald Trump, he's an ass when it comes to politics. I don't think he knows one way or the other. So, John, you should probably just shut the hell up when it comes to politics. I get it. all of your friends are on the left. Left good, right bad.
Doesn't matter.
Everybody,
Lori, I understand.
friends.
I
It's
understand.
everybody who
I
paid.
understand that. But
let's look at humanity now.
But I appreciate
Pissed him
Johnny
off.
Depp. And I appreciate the fact that he goes out of his way.
He does that, Matt.
For an 11-year-old terminally ill kid. And he's not doing it for publicity.
No.
I promise you that.
I've seen this on...
The man has a friggin' heart.
Yeah.
He won that case because he was supposed to win that case against Amber friggin' nutbag, loudmouth, liar Heard. And I was on your side from the beginning, as you know. This is Johnny Depp dressed as Captain Jack Sparrow, and his message to this little dude, Corey, 11 years old. And they really did a production. They did the music, and I love that.
It's the Pirates.
Yeah, of course. Yes, Dave.
I mean, really?
That would make sense.
Sorry.
Thanks.
I said corrected.
No apology zone, my friend.
Sorry.
So here he comes.
Right. Then, so, Captain Corey, Terrence, well, I missed out on this. Meant to say it, forgot to say it, didn't say it. Gonna say it now. Saying it, I'll say it. I hear tell of something they speak about in the ages of now called the YouTube channel, which I didn't understand, but why not? And I understand that you're quite the YouTube channel man, or you shall be, and all that YouTubeness to be. So, what I'm saying is, I shall be glad to follow your YouTube channel, and I shall tell all my friends to follow your YouTube channel, and that, I think, will make for a wonderful entertainment expertise, momentary lapse of togetherness all together in one space, but far apart. But then, at the same time, woof, very close, curious, enduring, and strange. However, I shall be there watching every moment and watching moments with you, momenting and tubing you.
Wow.
Tubing you, YouTubing.
Awesome.
I wish you the best of luck. I'm your number one fan, Captain Corey.
Yeah. Well, Matt, I've seen clips of him also going into children's hospitals dressed as Jack Sparrow.
He's a good man.
And have you seen those?
Yes.
Going up to the children
He's
in
a
the
good
beds,
man. He's a
surprising
caring man.
Yeah.
He's a good man.
Yeah.
He's a good man. What did that do for Corey, that 11-year-old? What did that do? My God.
Yeah. That's just a booster. I mean, it's just...
Pinching himself.
Yeah.
I wonder how many followers he has now.
Oh, there you go.
I was thinking the same
Gotta
thing,
be.
Tom.
Gotta
Make sure
be.
it's over 100,000.
Should have blown up.
Oh, yeah.
Should have blown up.
Definitely.
All right, Johnny. Johnny Depp, yeah, we love you. You heard us. We're on the right. We love you. We love you, bud. Thank you for doing the right thing.
Yeah.
Because it's the right thing to do. All right, last segment on Outlaw Radio when we continue.
On the street, I was talking to a man. He said so much, but there's nothing, man, that I don't understand. You shouldn't worry, I said that ain't no crime. 'Cause if you get it wrong, you get it right next time.
is a champion.
In a hideaway on the other side of the hill, with Hollywood close enough to smell, one man dared to step up to the bar and talk. And other outlaws heard the legend and joined together to tell their tales. This is how it began. Smoking, drinking, interrupting. Magic Matt Allen. This is Outlaw Radio.
Yeah, I have enough stuff to do another hour, but we have a party to attend tonight. So in lieu of tons of stuff, including, by the way, did you know Disney is not woke enough? According to Glad, they're not. They don't have enough gay characters in their movies so far. Yeah, you know, you open up that door and then it's just yeah, you start giving in to the squeaky wheel. It's friggin' ridiculous. So in lieu of this hard-hitting material, and it's Christmas time, obviously. For those of you listening to us, it'll be Christmas Eve.
Wow.
And Billy Dilly, I want to thank you, my military man, for being in my life for many, many years now. You have been a godsend. And thank you, Billy Dilly. Hoorah!
Love you, Billy.
Yeah.
I'm here to do anything you need.
Wow. Wait.
As long as you're having fun. As long as he's having fun.
He's always saying, yeah, well, as long as I'm having fun. Mark C.G. Boyer, you're one of the dear friends who is the most socially inept person I've ever known in my entire life. No one even comes close.
Oh, he's so adorable.
Sleeps during the show, wakes during the break.
And by the way, Lori,
he's the best.
I don't find him adorable
in
any way.
No, he's not adorable.
In any way, shape, or form.
I find Mark adorable.
But Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah to my Jewish friend, Mark C.G. Boyer. You know what December 25th is for Mark Boyer?
Chinese food.
December 25th, a Sunday. That's what it is for him. And I don't know, because you're sort of a Jew, but you know, is Christmas
to me?
Yeah. Tattoo Dave, I mean, you will celebrate Christmas.
Of course.
Yeah.
I've had a tree up since after the day after Halloween.
See that? That's a good Jew, or a bad Jew. I don't know.
And he eats a lot of pork.
But I love Tattoo Dave. Tom Omer, I'm a huge fan, as you know, because they lost your invitation. I made sure you're being present at this party tonight because you have to be.
I want to go get my bike just to ride with him there.
Yeah. This man is a bike rider.
Yes, he is.
And a gun carrier.
Yes, he is.
My brother Mart.
He's my hero.
I thought you'd screw me today and not be on the show, and I'm thankful you're here.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah, even though you have let me down in the past, and you will continue in the future.
Sure.
But
I have another career. I'm a professional singer.
Okay.
I explained that earlier.
But Merry Christmas to you. And Lori Downey Jr., one of the lights of my life for many, many years.
Love you, Matt.
You will never know. You will never know how much I love you. I don't think you will ever figure that out.
I love you.
Because of the alternate universe running your life.
There's a lot of love in this room.
A little too much. But Lori Downey Jr., I love you.
You wouldn't have known a couple hours ago.
I know, right? No. And Merry Christmas to the lovely producer of Outlaw Radio, Lori Downey Jr.
A little too much perspective.
Yeah. I will continue to be Magic Matt, I believe. And I want to wish Merry Christmas to my buddy Milt Larson, proprietor of the Magic Castle, who told me many, many years, 30 some odd years ago, Matt, don't ever forget in your life. And he told me this one day. And it's the greatest words ever spoken. Matt, no matter how tough things get, remember, bumblebees can't fly.
Every day for supper time, she'd go down by the truck patch and pick her mess of poke salad and carry it home in a tow sack. Poke salad, the gator's got your grand. Everybody said it was a shame, 'cause mama was working on Richard spiteful. Please raise a toast home and